You're watching the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Now it's time for the Brent and Austen Show.
Hey, what is happening in Jacksonville here on a Thursday? Brent Martineau, Jason Hamby. Austen Lane will be along in just a few minutes. We've got some guests. Let's go fishing. Paul Dozier will stop by, talk about that Jags loss from the fan perspective, if you will, and also a little fishing. I think Captain Rogers back with a tip this week as, it's not probably great fishing weather, as cold as it's going to be over the next few days. But we're on the horizon, let's just say. And it's fishing season or golfing season. Anyway, we'll also have some baseball stop by for a little bit of a clinic coming up this weekend. We'll get into that. Terrence Freeman.
That doesn't look bad.
Stop by. You know, actually, though, if you didn't tell me that was Jacksonville, I would say that's the Ohio River. Right? It looks kind of cold.
It looks icy.
Doesn't it look a little icy? That's wild. Like, seriously, if you didn't know that was Jacksonville. I've never seen this angle. Do we do this angle a bunch?
No.
In our news and stuff?
Very rare.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool one. I don't ever see that. If you saw that from the stadium, by the way, you would have seen a lot of backed up traffic early.
Oh, yeah?
On Sunday morning. Yeah.
On Sunday.
Yeah, on Sunday.
I heard it was brutal.
Well, it was probably brutal, but I mean, I think it's always a fascinating one for me. First of all, I don't have to live that, but my wife does, and my kid, they go to the games, so they'll tell me a bit about it because we usually get there way earlier and leave a little bit later, so we kind of miss that. But, I mean, hey, if that's the cost of doing $70,000 in a stadium,
well, yeah,
so be it. It's like 8 times a year. That's part of it, right? Is what it is. Now, I know everybody complains about the traffic patterns and everything else, so we'll see if that changes. I don't know. I just don't know a lot about all that when the new stadium comes. It'll be kind of interesting to see what downtown looks like in 2028 and how that gets navigated by everybody. All right, so we obviously we're going to start with Liam Coen and James Gladstone. We talked a bunch about the different topics yesterday. I think this one's a little bit probably more on those guys. And by the way, we do have Jaguars All Access tonight. Liam Coen will be on the show, so I feel like it's almost like Liam Coen hour around here. and I like talking about Liam Coen because I think he's fascinating. I really do. I think you've heard me say it a million times, and now I feel like I'm saying it, almost glossing over it, but I don't think you can underrate the job that he's done. And I say this especially as a first-time head coach. And I don't say that as just a first-time head coach in the NFL. Like Anthony Campanile, he was a first-time defensive coordinator. Well, he's been a defensive coordinator before at other levels. So he kind of knows the rhythm of it, the mechanics of it. That was not the case with Liam Coen. So I just think with the job that he did, and the Jags put out a video yesterday. It was about 3 minutes. It was kind of an end-of-the-year type deal, and maybe that was part of Sounds of the Game. I haven't even seen Sounds of the Game, but it felt like a little extra thing. Mm-hmm. And it was very well done. I mean, just really a compilation of Coen, but it was more a tribute to Coen, it felt like. And I just thought if you watch that 3 minutes, I think that was a true depiction of what it felt like, at least outside looking in, for his year. And the big thing that I come back to is his feel. The feel is so good. Now, we'll have to see when things don't go well. No, things didn't go well on Sunday, but in a different kind of light. If things are 1-4 next year, how will he handle that, right? How will that go for him? My guess is he'll handle it pretty well because I thought he handled the Rams, Seattle, and Travis Hunter stuff pretty well. And by the way,
couldn't have handled the Texans game any better.
And after the Raiders game, it was the Texans game, so it almost felt like you had 4 losses in a 5-week stretch.
Right.
Because if you include Travis Hunter as a loss, which it was in many respects. So I thought he handled that adversity really well, didn't blink, didn't flinch, kind of had the right messages. The more you do look back on some of that inside access when they play it back from those games after, you thought he was very calm. I thought specifically the Houston one, when you come in on a Monday morning, you could be still wearing that. Because let's be honest, he was still wearing it yesterday, Sunday's loss. Now, he didn't have to flip the page there. But he's still wearing that one, which I also appreciate. I mean, it stings. I don't think that stings everybody the same way. Especially if you have a 13-win season, I think you can come off and be like, well, we did a great job. And right. I actually think that's the part you got to avoid in Jacksonville. Like, yeah, you did. But don't be satisfied. And I think Liam Coen will not be satisfied. I think Tony Baselli won't be satisfied. And by the way, those are easier words. It's easy to say you're not satisfied, but you got to show that. So being pissed off for the next couple of weeks isn't a bad thing. Like, that's okay. And I think that's okay from the players and to feel that from the coach, and that's all standard stuff. Because, listen, the standard isn't there for around here. We were just wanting to be in the mix in December in Jacksonville.
That's the truth.
So, and then I go all the way back when we were talking about the hire of Liam Coen, and we had the interviews, Hamby, with some of the former folks up in New England that had been around him, and they talk about that emotional IQ, right? Which I never really even gave a thought to or even thought much about. But James Gladstone and Liam Coen, people said that about those two guys. And essentially what that is the ability to read a room is the way I kind of characterize it.
Right.
And know.
And deal with different kind of players differently.
Differently players, but different situations, and have a pulse of things. And I do think in the NFL specifically, and maybe in many other jobs, you get so locked in because it's such a serious thing. The results matter so much. It can be stressful, long hours, and you just try to block out everything outside. That balance between letting some of that seep in, but the right stuff seep in and channeling it the right way, to me was just like beautifully done. By Liam Coen, pushed all the right buttons. Now, we will say this. Listen, Doug Peterson, I thought, pushed a lot of the right buttons in 2022, and you had to say he was doing it in 23 when they're 8-3. So life comes at you fast in the NFL.
Yeah.
The Lions and Chiefs had 15 wins last year. They didn't make the playoffs. We know all this, too. So how does he do it again? What's the encore going to be? And that starts now, and that's a fascinating watch here in Jacksonville. But I really just don't think you can say enough. Like, Austin's not a big fan when I talk about guys on the microphone and the podium and all that all the time. But, hey, at least this time he married it with success and on the field. So I think if you don't just buy into that stuff, which I'm a believer in, I think a lot of that matters, and I think you can learn a lot from people like in those settings. And he was really good on the podium. We know that for the fans and for the media and for everyone else. But I just think the whole thing was so well done. I would love to know, and maybe we'll find some of this out, and maybe we'll even ask him at times, and not in front of a microphone, like, where were the mess-ups of this season?
They're hard to find.
But, like, I don't have a lot. I mean, I guess we could start reaching a little bit. And I'm not talking about mess-ups like, hey, De'Ami Brown didn't work out from a personnel standpoint. That's not what I'm talking about.
And that's not even his decision.
Well, probably not. I mean, he's probably involved in the decision, and that's okay. Like, that's player procurement, all that stuff. Some things are going to work, some things are not. But is there a deeper mess up of how they handled, like, internally, would they say they didn't handle the Travis Hunter situation in August as well as they did in October or something like that? I don't know. I'm just giving you an example. Maybe the mess up really was something that he corrected, which was throwing too much of this offense on this football team. They couldn't handle it in the first 2 months. They couldn't line up, penalties all over the place. Maybe that's the mess up, right? If there's a flaw of this year.
But even then you could say, well, that led to them being able to, like, when he did dumb it down, then it all clicked.
Well, it did, but it could have clicked earlier, I guess.
Or maybe it doesn't unless you
battle through some of that.
Right. Maybe not.
would.
Maybe you don't win 8 in a row at the end.
I think what's another probably underspoken thing, at least statistically, is the reason, maybe, I should say, yeah, okay, let's just say part of the reason or a big reason why Liam Coen got the job here in Jacksonville was his ability to turn a 31st, 32nd ranked run offense in Tampa into whatever metric you want to use. It was either first or third or fourth or top 5, right? So one of the worst to top 5. That was one of the big reasons he got the job here in Jacksonville. It might have been top of the list reason why he even got an interview, right? Well, I think they finished like 20th in rushing or something. I don't think they were. I think they were very middle of the pack in rushing. So I think that would, you just went, surprise people.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe their averages. I wonder what their average was relative to the rest of the NFL.
There was a time frame now where they were really rocking and rolling. You're like, here's Liam Coen.
Yeah.
But then they put it, and again, this would be an interesting diagnosis from Liam, but they put it in the hands of Trevor. I mean, the last month, they really didn't try to run the football. But what his MO is, they had, and again, this is weird because ETN had a very nice season. Trevor rushed for a career high in yards. And
they were 8th in rushing attempts in the league.
Okay, what about yards?
I think it's 20th.
20th, right? Does that surprise you?
Yeah, absolutely it surprises me. I would have thought, they were not top 10, but I thought they were going to be like 12, 13, especially because at the beginning of the year, ETN was running it so well. And if anything, I would have thought they were less attempts and more, that would explain the lack of yards. But, I mean, y'all were 8th in attempts, so you ran the football a lot.
Yeah, I think, but see, I don't say this almost as I think this sounds like a negative. I say this in a weird way, like a positive thing
they had
for
the
Liam.
6th worst yards per carry.
Yeah. So
4 on the dot.
And by the way,
only 5 teams were worse.
Does that change anything about ETN? Is that a more offensive line thing, which are running back everybody, at least for now, maybe add to it, but they're going to have everybody back. What I find fascinating in that conversation is this more of a compliment to Liam that he could reinvent even himself, where he didn't have the run game popping off like he did in Tampa. He also didn't have the screen game at all working like he had in Tampa. And they were still able to finish, what were they, like 7th in the National Football League in scoring.
Yeah.
So, like, if you look at what's left on the table, crazy enough, it's the run game, which is one of the reasons he got hired. And is that an in-depth number on even a knock maybe on ETN? Potentially. How much do they put that on the back? The run game's a very tricky thing. Everybody points to the offensive line can't run block. A lot of other people, including the Doug Peterson folks and others, would even look at times, not all the time, but at times, hey, is ETN finding the right hole? Is he hitting the hole? Is he running downhill? Right. Like, is he picking the right spot? How's his vision? All those things. And again, we think ETN was brilliant this year. But will they look a little closer and say, well, yards before contact or yards per carry, all those things, and how much of it was to blame on
how many broken tackles,
the offensive line getting into the right call and on the back. So what was Tootin's yard per carry? Do you know?
So ETN's was 4.3.
Oh, it's 4.3?
Yeah.
Which is, I don't feel like that's terrible.
It's not terrible. It's not great.
No, but I mean, listen. I mean, if you're north of 4.5, I feel like that's pretty damn good.
Tootin's was 3.7.
Really, that's it, huh?
Well, that's why I think it was like less than 2 weeks ago. I think maybe before the Bills game, Coen said, I'm trying to get Tootin to run through a hole and then actually make a move. Like he's saying, he's in wide open field with 2 hands on the football.
Yeah.
I need him to like make a move and be who we thought he was when we brought him here.
Yeah, well, I mean, interestingly enough, and I'm
and then he goes.
I'm not going to lie.
Negative
me was waiting for the fumbles for Tootin. He only had one. It was a pretty big one, but he had one. I think, right? I think he only lost one.
Yeah.
But that was a problem in college. That was a problem.
Right.
And now that the season's over, I can speak on Travis Etienne. What an unbelievable job that guy's done with ball security.
He had one, right?
No.
He had to have one.
No. I looked up the one. That
wasn't
him. He didn't lose it, though. If he fumbled, he didn't lose it. The one that Myers pitched back to him on the hook and ladder
right.
in Indy, that doesn't go against him. Now, in my opinion, that was kind of on him. Catch the ball, right? But I started to do the math on that, Hamby. He has lost one fumble in 2 seasons. It's the Miami one, the beginning of last year. Beginning of
24. That cost us the whole season.
Cost the whole season. Seriously, though, he has gone over 900, almost 1,000 touches, so over 900 touches, and lost one fumble.
That's remarkable.
That's pretty damn amazing. Yeah. And I didn't want to say it too loud here in Jacksonville.
Comment.
I really didn't want to say it too loud. But to me, that's an amazing number.
Yeah.
And by the way, this is a guy that, I can't remember now, 23 maybe it was? Or maybe it was 22. had about a 4 or 5 game stretch where I think he lost 3 or 4 of them, and people were really questioning it. And so he bounced back from that to have 1 in the last 900-plus touches. Pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable. I can't wait to see what the year 2026 has in store for the Jags. It won't be electric.
I think he will.
I think he means it will be electric. Hey, you have a soundbite from Liam basically on the whole thing, right? The 13 wins and now resetting and having to do it again. I thought, forget the exact line of Gladstone, but it was something like it will be a new iteration.
Yeah.
Of this. Absolutely. It's going to be different. And I do think, I almost asked him this, didn't really maybe know a great way to ask. Maybe we'll do it in the spring when we see him a little bit, different things. But I believe the biggest challenge for this organization from a player standpoint is to find the puzzle pieces that glued together as well as these puzzle pieces. I think they can raise the talent level. I've got a lot of confidence they'll find talent. I think they showed some of that raising the floor. Whatever their mission is this year, I think I'm going to have a lot of confidence they can do it. But I don't think you can always control that part, and you don't know that part. You have no idea what a group coming together is going to look like, the buy-in, the want to, the urgency, the development, we like each other. That's one of the hardest things to do in sports. It's one of the hardest things to do in an NFL locker room in particular.
Right.
And they will have a lot of guys back, which will certainly afford them the luxury of helping that. But I don't think that's an easy thing to do. And I don't think you have a formula necessarily for that. It is the intangibly rich part of it. So can you identify that? When you take away, let's just say you take away a Devin Lloyd and an ETN, can you go replace them skill set wise, but also what they meant to their rooms,
right,
to their teams, the respect, everything else that goes into it. I'm a good teammate, all of it. The buy-in, they got all that, man. And I think that's what was cool about Liam's message. He's like, he appreciated that because that's not always normal, specifically in pro sports, but I don't think that's normal in high school sports. You're going to have a team that you like sometimes and a team you don't.
Yeah.
And you know that, and you're going to find that out more and more as you keep coaching.
Yeah.
But the Jags got the mix. Really, really did a great job with the mix. And Gladstone and Coen made that work. Don't think that's easy. So we'll see if they can do that part. Here's Coen talking about, I think, the reset and trying to do it again.
Yeah, that is very fair. That was the message to the team on Monday. Was extremely proud of a lot of the things that we were able to accomplish. Very proud of their response to adversity and to that want-to-know message and that next play mentality. And now the real work is here to where we have to go and reload it. We're not going to just stand here and say, man, we're just going to redo it all with all the same, because that got us 13 wins and knocked out of the playoffs in the first round. So clearly was not good enough for the full end of the season standard. But 31 other teams were having a similar conversation, and they will have a similar conversation. And so that's the beautiful part about this profession and the challenge that it brings is that, every year's a new year, every team's a new team, and that's what this offseason will be able to provide. And so that's what the offseason will be for is getting to know this new team, what it looks like, with the message being, hey, we got to continue to go 1-0 each week and play the next play.
Yeah, and I think he said it. I like the honesty there. Again, I mean, they got to reload it. The work starts now, basically, is what he said. And also, on top of that, 13 isn't good enough because it only got us to here.
Right.
You appreciate that. That's the standard stuff. Oh, man, I got a feeling they're going to be kicking themselves the entire couple of weeks watching this playoff. It's just like it's going to be a hard watch. It's totally a different watch than the last couple of times, I think. Super Bowl was a hard watch in 2018. That year in Minnesota because the Jags felt like they should have been there. Like that might have been the hardest game to watch non-Jags game in the history of the franchise. Well, I would say they probably said the same thing in 99, like the 2000 Super Bowl, because again, they thought they were the best team in the league that year. So those are probably the two hardest games to watch in the franchise's history. I think these two will be right up there with it. I don't think like the AFC Championship in 23, so the 22 season after the loss to Kansas City will feel that way.
Right.
I don't think this one will feel different. Watching Houston play New England, for multiple reasons, I guess, is going to feel like it's not going to be a fun watch because you're sitting there thinking, what I really would love to know, and coaches know this, right? And this doesn't mean you win games because I think the Jags felt they matched up pretty well with Buffalo overall in that game because I think they feel like a good team. So if you feel like you're a good team, you can match up with almost anybody. Now, Seattle might have been a tough matchup. They got really whooped in that game.
They did.
And even the Rams might be a tough matchup just because. But I think almost everybody else they'd feel pretty good about, especially in the AFC. I wonder how they felt like they matched up against New England because I have been saying for 6 weeks, like I feel like I'm not worried about it. Like I feel pretty good about that matchup. Now, I don't know if I'm right, but I feel like it was a pretty good matchup for the Jaguars in that if they were to play New England in the postseason. We'll see. That's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a tough one to watch.
I'm not looking forward to it at all.
So, hey, anyway, tonight.
Focus on the NFC games.
Yeah, maybe focus on that. Or watch some college basketball.
Yeah.
I've been watching more college basketball.
So many buzzer beaters last night.
Yeah, how about
Georgia
that?
on the wrong end of one.
I know. I couldn't believe they lost that game. We were kind of watching it. We weren't locked into it, but all of a sudden it's like, how did Ole Miss just win that game? Like every time you looked up, Georgia was in the lead by 2, 3, maybe 4. And it was like the clock would never hit 0 for them yesterday. And then they went on a buzzer beater. Kentucky won on like the old Christian Laettner play. Did you see that one?
Yeah, that was a crisp shot.
Yeah, they brought it back. That was
the definition of a power forward shot, too.
And then somebody else, I think, won on a buzzer beater, too. But, yeah, college Gators looked really good. Gators might have found something all of a sudden. They won 3 games in a row, got a big win at Oklahoma, like by a lot. Crushed them, never in doubt. So college basketball season if you don't want to watch Houston and New England. Everybody was watching Buffalo and Jacksonville. Talk a little bit about those ratings if you didn't see them. We'll hear about the rookie class. This was kind of a long answer. I don't know if you took the whole thing.
I did, yeah.
But it's a long answer from Gladstone.
The opening answer.
Yeah, it was opening like 3.5-minute answer. But I also think there's a lot in there about admission of, I get it. The draft class didn't produce as much as we wanted. But he also gave some really good examples of his time in L.A., and how that can come to fruition. And I do think we have examples, even minus Gladstone, around here of maybe put your patient hat on a little bit with those draft classes. And if you're in a spot where you can win 13 games and your draft class didn't produce to where you think it can, that's not a bad spot to be in the NFL. So you might want to look at it through that lens. We'll talk a little bit about the rookies and what Gladstone thought, what he has coming back, and also what the guys did this year. Jaguars All Access tonight. We're at Jack's Beach location of String Sports Brewery. It's our final show. We had a lot of fun this year at both locations, but this one's going to be in Jack's Beach, and Liam Coen will join us. He'll sign for the kids prior to the show is the plan, and then we'll have the show from 7 until 7:30 live on Fox 30. So hopefully you can check that one out tonight at String Sports Brewery in Jack's Beach. It'll be good to have the head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars out there. And I'm not sure he's ready for this crowd. I think there's going to be a lot of people there to celebrate the job he's done. It's amazing the rise of him. I guess it's kind of my mantra here in the first 20 minutes of the show. I'm not saying nobody knew who he was prior to last January.
Close to it.
But his life has changed. Now, I don't know if he feels that, but the bottom line is his life has changed. It goes viral like every 2 months. And then on top of that, he was a hell of a coach in the NFL, which has a ton of eyeballs on it. So we'll have the head coach of the Jags on tonight on Jaguars All Access with Jeff Lageman. Kanani Stevens will join me as well, and hopefully you will too at String Sports Brewery tonight at 7 o'clock. When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway or shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee. courtesy, respect, fairness. And most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnicht. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnicht. GMC. We are professional grade.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around, and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now, the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar. Grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant, or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, Honda has what you need.
The Honda Talon. Ultimate performance meets family-friendly fun. Prices starting at $363 a month. Or the sporty Honda CBR 650 starting at an affordable $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from a full line of Honda products. Only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
Welcome back here, Hamby. We'll get to Gladstone first in a moment, okay? Let's welcome you back. Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Austin will join us in just a few minutes. And I really want to hit the golf course, but it's too damn cold coming up. It's going to be chilly this weekend. You see they might get snow in Tallahassee. Is that true? Or it's probably mad at me for saying that.
Is that legit?
Yeah, I thought I saw that, so I don't want to be spreading the rumors. I saw an email from Barr. She was just like, don't believe all the rumors out there. And then I'm here sitting here spreading them. It's supposed to be free. It's supposed to be really cold. I think like a border of a record around here, which, by the way, isn't super abnormal to get in the 20s. It doesn't feel like. Maybe it is abnormal, but I feel like we do it once a year or something, or at least come close to it. So having a little cold stretch isn't bad. We don't like it this time of the year, Hamby, though, because it's baseball season.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to watch a baseball game tomorrow down at Embry-Riddle.
Let's
Ty's
go.
playing, a little preseasoner, and I don't want to be freezing my ass off.
I don't blame you.
But, man, there's plenty of times you always remember, like in February, January, even around here, where you are bundled up.
Yes.
It's like this is not baseball weather. When the kids were little, like going to Lake City and stuff. And
Brutal.
You're going to get a little bit of it. Fortunately, we don't get a lot of it. But yeah, the kids actually start, like high school baseball started this weekend.
Yep.
Softball maybe they start a week later. I hadn't heard as much about softball high school-wise starting, but I'm assuming it might be next week. And at least practices. And my kids go, like the junior college stuff, they play real games next Friday.
So early.
Next Friday.
So early.
I think like the D1 guys, like Florida's and all the world, that's probably still a few weeks away. I think it is. It's like 3 weeks away. But it'll be fun. We like that part. We'll have no gate fees. We're even adding to our high school baseball, softball lineup with Where's Home podcast and Chandler and Noah, and they'll help out, do a good job with our high school stuff. So stay tuned for that. We'll bring back our Committed to the Uncommitted program for baseball, softball season. So make sure you send us some of your nominees, $2,500 scholarship program there. Will all access stream on Action Sports Jacks? Well, I kind of screwed up the I thought the show was actually going to be on Wednesday this week, so I kind of screwed that up. But I think we will try to still stream it live on actionsportsjacks.com. So, yeah, I'm going to try like heck to make that happen, even though I kind of screwed up the programming side of it. We moved it to, usually that last show's on a Wednesday, so we moved it over to Thursday. There's Chandler. A little shout-out for Where's Home podcast. I think they're going to do that on Saturdays in the spring. All right, back to James Gladstone and company. The rookie class. I mean, listen, there's two ways to look at this, of course, and you can go the sunny side.
No, Brent. He didn't have his crystal ball out there, and he drafted a bunch of guys that he knew were going to get hurt.
Yeah, but if you go like 8 and 9, right, like that's part of it. And sure, that can be bad luck, and that happens. Heck, ETN lost his first season, and look at what he's done since. Pretty good, right? It happens. It's just the NFL. And actually, here's the bigger thing for me is a lot of people will say like this has not been a good rookie class at all. And I get it because of the front load stuff. I think what LaQuint Allen and Bashal Tutin did for you as 4th and 7th round picks can't go unnoticed.
Right.
I think they did a heck of a job. And so we can say as a whole, sure, Travis Hunter, Milam, Ransaw didn't get a lot. Totally get it. Kaiser. Yeah, but maybe Kaiser too. I don't think you're asking for a lot out of a 4th round pick in year one. Maybe you are. Some people will. I also think it's a good thing that you don't need that. But again, Travis Hunter was a big part of it for the first 8 weeks, wasn't a big part of it for the rest. Milam was never really a part of it other than a jumbo packages here or there. And Ransaw was never a part of it. So, and how much does he help you win games? I don't even know. He was going to acclimate to a new position. And he had to beat out some veterans.
Right.
So you just spin this and say, listen, we didn't have him, but it will be good to get him in 2026. But don't sleep on the job that Bashal Tutin and LaQuint Allen did. Like, you want to change what you are. You want to be a physical football team. LaQuint Allen is one of the most underrated stories on this football team. And what he did against some of the big-time players, what he did in some games physically, what he did on special teams on a couple of occasions, including in the playoff game.
Just tossing his body to the wind.
That is, like, you setting a tone there. You're helping this franchise become what they want to be from a physical standpoint. So, again, we're never going to give this an A class because they didn't get enough performance out of them. Mm-hmm. But I think we can say that and still say these dudes were pretty damn important. And I remember a bunch of Bashal Tutin kickoff returns that got out to the 45. I remember another one from LaQuint Allen that got out to like midfield. Mm-hmm. I think they steadied that for you. They did give Etienne a break. There were some nice moments for Rachel Tootin. It wasn't a heavy workload. But when he got a workload, like 15 carries, and now I forget what game that was, did a great job with it, had his best game, did a nice job in the postseason game, so much so that we're asking why didn't he get it more? So, yeah, I mean, listen, easy to say the class was not going to be one of the best in the NFL, but I also think part of the reason the Jaguars won 13 games was because of those two rookies and what they did. So you can say both. Is my point.
And even for a guy like Monheim, for whenever he
that's another
stepped
good one.
in.
Yeah.
I mean, he was good.
He was good. And they said he was better than it even felt.
To get that from a 7th rounder,
yeah,
that's impressive.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, well, and the reason why I maybe put a little bit more on it is because of what Austen has said in the past about Balky. It's like he never came up with the gems, right? The 5th, the 6th, the 7th rounders.
Right.
Well, you just mentioned 3 guys that contributed to this football team. Now, are they gems? Are they going to be all pros? I don't know. I'm not telling you that. But when you have a season like this and you're getting good contribution from your rookies that are 4th round, 7th round guys, that's important.
Right.
And even, I will say this, even the gems are starting to show up a little bit for Balky as he departs.
Van Lanen.
Because you've got, the Van
Not
Lanen
even
was
a
a
draft,
trade, but
yeah.
it was Cam Little.
Right.
6th rounder. He's become a huge part of this thing. To spend a pick on a
Antonio
kicker
Johnson.
there, right? Antonio Johnson, what he did. So now you start to add some up, and you're not going to have a roster full of those guys.
Buster Brown as well.
Buster Brown's another one.
Yeah.
So if you can have a handful of players that really contribute and you develop in that 5th, 6th, 7th round range, like Balky was missing that. The Jags were missing that. And the previous regime was missing landing the 1st round guys right. And the Jaguars seemingly are starting to mix that together. Again, Travis Hunter will be a big part of that story. Anyway, asked about the rookies really to lead off. Here's a long answer, but a lot of depth to what James Gladstone had to say.
Yeah, I think that's a really fair question to ask. The idea of the rookie contributions, it's a fun one to talk through. And obviously, as we think back to sort of our priorities heading into the draft and really where we wanted to place our points of emphasis, it's certainly a clear sign when you wrap up a season and have double-digit rookies take either an offense or defensive snap throughout the course of a season that you can feel good about sort of the experience heading into year 2. Beyond that, obviously, injuries are something that take place over the course of a natural season, right? And for it to happen to a few of our rookies over the course of this first year is on a level disappointing. Would have loved to see more, and obviously with Travis having gotten to a place mid-season where you felt like he was starting to peak and really make a real dent, and the plan for post-bye was to continue to enhance that. Tough not to be able to see that come to life down the backstretch. With Caleb, obviously the fact that he never got a chance to even step on the grass for a regular season game was not ideal, but both of those guys are attacking their rehab process in the way that you would expect, and really looking forward to what their future holds for us and really their place on the football team into 2026 and beyond. Obviously with Wyatt having experienced an injury in preseason game 3 that impacted the first half of his season, and by the end of it being able to see levels of his game take steps was really a positive sign. And beyond that, obviously got some contributions from day 3 players, which is always a helpful piece to the puzzle. And, in particular with Jalen McLeod, not unlike Caleb, not getting a chance to step on the grass was not ideal, but nonetheless getting experience and taking steps throughout his recovery process in a way that makes you feel optimistic about what the future holds for him. And then beyond just the draft selections themselves, to get contributions from undrafted college free agents like we did in 2 defensive ends was certainly cause for optimism, especially knowing that was not just through special teams, but also on the defensive side of the ball. It's not easy to find people at that position in particular in undrafted college free agency, so to walk away with 2, got to give a lot of credit to our coaching staff and our scouting staff who worked through the undrafted college free agent committee process to identify those players and be able to walk away with signing them. And, that's a collaborative effort that brings that to life. And obviously our coaches and support staff to be able to get those guys in a place to be able to play, and those 2 individually to be able to prepare in the right ways as rookies by end of season to really have real roles. And Obviously, beyond that, a couple different guys who started on a practice squad and were either elevated at different points or ultimately brought to the 53-man roster through undrafted college free agency is a really good sign for the future and really our process as a whole. But obviously, when it involves a few different players with injuries, it's something that has to be thought through a little bit differently. But nonetheless, at this point, there's plenty of room for optimism.
That was a lot right there, and he didn't get into the fact, I think maybe was later asked or somewhere along the way, unless I just missed it there. I don't think he did. But he mentioned like the Rams guys, right? Lake and Kyron Williams.
Oh, no, my Rams, yeah.
Who didn't play at all their rookie year and now have been I think Lake just signed an extension. And again, these are cautious tales of Brenton Strange. Everybody said, terrible pick. You love him. You love them. And you should. So sometimes it takes some time, right? So I'm okay with that. I'm cool with that. I also think it's kind of a fun little exercise listening to that back because the GMs specifically can go out of their way to say, yeah, but what about this, right? Like make your case, spin it, to kind of favor what they did or whatever else. There's always a scoreboard. There's a tally. I think Gladstone does it in such a way that's kind of cool. Like subtle and a good one, by the way. I would too. This is great.
Yeah.
Brings up B.J. Green and Danny Strigo.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think a lot of people talk about the draft class and all they do is sit on the first 3 picks. Well, if you're talking about the class you brought in, shouldn't you talk about it in its entirety?
Right.
And even me, I mean, shame on me, I guess. I didn't mention those guys because they weren't drafted. Well, the fact is, if you got 4th-round pick Bashal Tutin, really saw some stuff out of him. He contributed. LaQuinn Allen contributed. You mentioned Monheim for a couple of games, had to come up big, and did. And then you go on top of that and say Strigo and Green, where I really thought they brought some life down the back stretch of that season, specifically in the month of November,
right,
to this defense. Now pretty good. Pretty good. Now, where do they go as players? I don't know. Will we look back at them in 3 years and be like, hey, those were great finds? Or did they have a good couple months? I don't know. But I thought that was pretty good of him to bring up because it's part of it.
It is.
I think again, we have to be a little careful of that they don't look at it through the same lens as we do.
Right.
They don't look at just, it was Travis Hunter, Milam, and Ransaw. That's the draft class. Even Kaiser, if you want to throw it in there. Or Tutin. It's not a 5-person draft class, rookie class. They look at it as an entire rookie class, and knowing that you get the blue chippers in the first and second, right? And so you got to hit. You don't just dismiss that. But I do think it's worthy to bring up the whole list. And their whole list was pretty good overall. So fascinating to hear him talk about that. And we'll see what he does this year because you won't have a first-rounder, but obviously they get Travis Hunter back.
So many picks.
Does he move into the first round? Well, they got 9 picks. I thought they had a little more. They got 9 picks. So they have a second. They have 3 thirds
yes,
and 2 fifths. And I think those 3rd rounds and the 5th rounds are where they play with. Like, that's the one. I don't think they'll get rid of another second rounder 2 years in a row. I wouldn't see that happening. Right now, if you had to say it, this isn't supposed to be an unbelievable class in the draft.
Yeah, I don't know who decides that, though.
Well, we just go on what I think the draft nicks, if you will, or everyone's looking at it. Most people would say
it's not a great quarterback class.
Yeah, I just think the depth overall doesn't wow you. That doesn't mean there won't be. And that doesn't mean it's going to be a 2013 kind of class.
Right.
I just think a lot of people will comp it to whether it was this year's or 2027. People are already around the corner saying so. But I agree with you. I mean, listen, Carson Beck 2 years ago was the number 2 pick in the draft. That ain't the case anymore.
Right.
Moore going back to Oregon, same type of thing, right? Like,
wild, actually.
Is he going to be that good again in 27, or does he start to fall a little bit and not become as good of a pro prospect? Who knows? I guess my question is this. As you sit here right after the season, will the Jags jump into the first round? Do they need to jump into the first round?
Yeah, I would say I would doubt it. I don't think they will. Gladstone coming off of what he just did, is not going to value the pick placement as much as the amount of picks, in my opinion. Not to say that he couldn't move up even in the second or something like that, but I think the cost is going to outdo itself. Where, I mean, it's kind of the same reason why we don't, in a separate sense, why we don't believe as of right now that they're going to re-sign Devin Lloyd. It's just too costly. It's just too expensive, and they're not going to believe that one player is that. And look, they just did it with Travis Hunter. I get it, but to get back into the first one, you don't have a whole lot of. I mean, what are they going to give up? I mean, you'd have to give up a player almost. It seems like to get back into the first war. If you're looking at already giving up picks for the 2027 draft,
yeah, you can kick it down the road a little bit. I think there's part of that. I think I don't necessarily know how much it costs to. Can you give up 2/3 and a fifth if you wanted to get to number 16? Does it have to be a first rounder, or maybe that gets you to 22? But the big thing here for me is
more than that.
Is there a defensive? I don't know what it is. If there's to get back into like the mid to late first round is not super expensive all the time. It's not first round picks. To get into the top 10's first round picks.
Yeah,
I don't know where the cutoff is there. I don't have that sheet in front of me, but to me, the only thing that happens, the only way they go up and get somebody is they see a stud at defensive tackle. Or edge or whatever. But the edge guys would be way gone. The stud at defensive tackle could also be gone. But they think there's a huge drop-off when one is not going to fall to them in the second round or third round. Now, here's the other thing. They could easily have 2 draft picks in the second round. I think they will move in some way, shape, and form. They're not keeping 3 third-round picks. They will move up, and which might be in the second round instead. So, we'll see. I think it's going to be a fun watch to see how much they like the draft, because that will be the key. And what do they really think they need? I don't think they're moving up to go draft a running back.
Feels like there's a lot of good edge.
Are they going to run? Are they going to move up to draft a linebacker? Probably not.
Probably not.
Right? So the only players that you would move up to, yet, in my opinion, is defensive tackle and maybe an edge guy, if there's a lot of depth there.
Yeah.
The beautiful thing is we haven't talked about the draft around here, so I couldn't even tell you who's at number 25. Jockey or mock season should be fun. It'll be surprising.
It will be. Nobody has any idea what's going to happen.
I don't even know who's picking in the top 10. I haven't had to look at it.
Let me ask you this. If I had to give you odds, wherever the pick is, that their first selection is a defensive tackle, what would you say the odds are on January 15th?
1-2. Meaning heavy favorite.
Okay, I would take the no, that it will not be.
I think it's absolutely a defensive tackle.
I think James Gladstone's not that predictable. You know how many times last year we thought they were going to take edge in the second and the third and the fourth round? It's like, it's got to be edge. It's got to be edge based off of everything Gladstone's saying.
Yeah, I got to put myself
back. There's McLeod
there.
in the 6th round. And then he just said, I'm going to crush it with these 2 UDFAs. Strigo and BJ Green. So he addressed it, but dude, literally every single round, at least me, I don't know about everybody else, I feel like that was the conversation, was after Travis Hunter was picked, was like, all right, it's edge. It's edge.
I'll give you the flip side of that, though. We know if they had stayed at number 5, they wanted running back, they were probably going to take Genty.
Right.
In hindsight. They also were very much on the next running back on the board and the next running back on the board and the next running back on the board. So, like, from R.J. Harvey to where they landed with Bashal Tutin.
Right.
So when they actually did go after something they targeted, it just became where did you want to go with it, right?
Sure.
If they would have picked that in the 3rd round if that player had fallen to them. Now, I don't think they get undisciplined, but I think this defense, based on what we know over the last few years, is still, in a sense, desperate for a very good defensive tackle.
I agree.
And so that's the piece.
Kristen Miller, baby.
Maybe that's the piece. Now that could come in free agency.
Bring another dog into the 1st round, early 2nd.
You like that?
I love it.
Is that where we would land?
Number 52.
Yeah, because the Jags right now aren't picking until number 56.
Oh, draft number 52 at number
That's
56.
what I think I saw. I think they're projected to be a 24th pick in the 1st round. Obviously don't have one, and then would pick 56th.
I know Ripley doesn't hop in the chat this early normally, but he's about as big of a Kristen Miller fan as there is.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't tell you, but I just think I would pick right now. I would put a good chunk of money on the fact positionally they will go with defensive tackle.
Okay, we'll come back to this. I want them to. I just don't think they will. I would take every other position.
Yeah, now
if you're going to give me plus odds.
Yeah, I would give you that. I would give you that right now.
Okay.
Now my own the real caveat where I could get stuck is if they choose to go get edge instead.
That's a win for me.
Which would be a win for you, but it's kind of a similar move because then you could play Trayvon inside more.
Of course.
That means you're going to move him around a little bit like you did this year.
Right.
So we'll see. Hey, let's take a break. We'll come back, talk about how big the ratings were for this football game on Sunday, if you're interested in that. Although people did kind of tell us this week they weren't really interested inside our business much.
They did. They really did.
They kind of told us loud and clear on that one. But I think they do like these numbers. We'll do a little comp, not really from the big number. Really, because it's kind of crazy how big the number was to me. I'm actually surprised by it. But did the NFL putting the game on Saturday night, did it work the way they wanted it to work? Meaning the Bears and Green Bay, even though the Jags and Bills beat the number.
Yeah.
But in a weird way, I think the NFL is still very happy with what happened on Saturday night. I'll tell you about it. And a little look ahead to this weekend. The Jags get that guy back.
You better not get back into the first round because he's going to feel like your first rounder.
Well, I don't know if you better not.
Don't kick it down the road when we're going to be. You're almost free.
Like I said, man, if you pick 24th, it's okay. You're not going to give up a first round.
You're free loading.
Somebody get me a trade that happened last year to get back to 22 or 24. Where's the delineation where you don't have to give up a first round pick?
A free roll, Brent.
And by the way, this team's supposed to be good now, so it's a back end anyway. They only gave Cleveland a 24th pick for that guy. Didn't work out so bad.
Oh.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
What a throw! Touchdown, Jaguars!
We're coming for you.
They're going to get him on the ground, and that's going to end the ball game.
We show no mercy. Lawrence looking deep in the end zone. Touchdown! Duval! ETN is going to take it all the way!
Right here on CBS 47.
CBS 47.
Right here. Your official station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And the Jaguars strike first.
Go Jags.
You have the opportunity to explore what you might want to do with your life.
There's so many opportunities here that it can spark interest that you didn't even know you had.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Welcome inside the Armor Guard Exterior and Gutter Helmet Showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet is truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
Hey, we welcome you back here to the Brent and Austin Show, Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Obviously talking a bunch of Jags, and Austin will join us in just a couple of moments, but we are filled with guests here on the show, and let's introduce you to everybody. I think you know this guy to my left, Councilman Terrence Freeman, former professional baseball player, big in the baseball community, and that's why he's here today. I just we're not talking politics. I have no idea about that stuff around here, but hopefully everything's going well in the council right now.
Well, I'd much rather talk baseball right now and talk about
They're going that well, huh?
Yes, man. Everything is great, and we're excited about this Saturday and what we're going to get to do with kids again. In the sport of baseball and softball.
We love that. Coach Sean Highsmith, who's been on before, and CEO of Stolen Base Kings and the founder of Diamond in the Rough Baseball and Softball. Got a camp coming up on Saturday. And sporting the U.
Yes, sir. Got to represent the youth this weekend, Monday, but Saturday is the big day.
Listen, I'm not a Gator. I'm not a Knoll. I'm not a Georgia Bulldog. You can have your time here on this show if you want with the Hurricanes. Like, I think it's really cool.
Yes,
what
sir.
the Canes are doing. You got to be fired up.
Yes, sir.
It's been miserable for 2 decades.
I was just about to say 20 years of misery. We got to put this here, pull it out the mothballs.
And over here, Coach Sunshine, Shalitha Robinson. Listen, I do this thing called Sunshine and Rainbows. Well, they say I'm Sunshine and Rainbows. Also, Battle of the Sunsets. So the fact that I get to say Coach Sunshine is really cool.
It is.
It's got to be the smile. Where did you get that?
Personality, character, smile, brighten anybody's day.
Did somebody give that to you?
Yes.
Who gave it to you?
A lot of people. A lot of people.
I love it. That's a good day.
It's awesome.
We started calling her that at SBK practices. The kids started grabbing on to it, so it's been Coach Sunshine to me ever since.
That's awesome. That's by the way, that's a pretty nice compliment. Now you got to live up to that every day,
That's
right?
That's right.
Got to make sure you wake up on the right side of the bed. That is for sure. All right, well, you got camp. Tell us a little bit about it. We've had you guys in before. I think maybe it was last year, right before the camp. I can't remember now. It's been a long year. But I know it's going to be a little chilly this weekend, but baseball is right around the corner around here.
Yes, sir. It would be great to have a bunch of sign-ups coming in now. We have almost 100 kids signed up already. And that's where we're going to try and get all the young ones out, before the cold. So we're going to run a lot of the younger kids earlier. And, just get out there to teach them a little bit the basics of baseball. And afterwards, we're going to do our long ball derby, which is a home run derby
Okay.
for the older kids, 12 and up. And
I like the long ball derby instead. That means you don't have to hit it over the fence.
Right.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, well, actually, we're gonna have the line set up at different levels for
That
them
makes
to
sense.
set up so they can experience a home run.
Put me at second base, Coach. All right.
Yeah, I'm with you, Brent. I'm with you.
How you've stayed connected. I know
Absolutely.
you've done a lot of different things now in your professional life, and obviously gotten into counsel and maybe other things on the horizon. But you've still stayed connected to that game you love here in Jacksonville.
It's my why. I mean, first of all, baseball is what changed my life. It took me from a young student in high school whose mom told me she couldn't afford to pay for him to go to college, opening a door where I had a college scholarship, to then playing professionally and played in 35 different states, coached in 5 countries, been an international coach. It has broadened my horizons. And so LJ sitting over there had the pleasure. I remember LJ being in diapers. And so I met Coach Sean and Coach Highsmith back in my Eagles View days.
Okay.
And he was over there coaching with us. And when I got in office, he brought this idea to me, and I'm like, baseball found its way of pricing itself out of some communities in our city.
Yeah, it did.
That's why I love what Walk Off Charities is doing and many other groups. And so our first camp, we were nervous. We were like, what are we going to do? And we had over 120 kids, and we were begging folks to come help us coach. Now we have Ed Waters helping out, FSCJ.
Yeah, cool.
So we have these young guys coming. We don't have to show how bad our arms are, or else I'm gonna have you out there long tossing with the kids.
That's the EWU softball team
softball
is
team.
joining us this year too.
Okay, so obviously, you know, I got the shirt on actually. Big softball guy here in our family, along with baseball. So has this morphed into some softball, or has this always been a part of it? Is that a growing leg of it? Give us a little bit of background.
Well, this is the first year that we're going to incorporate the softball.
Good.
Our girls have been training with the boys, and last year at 8U and T-ball, it was a co-ed team. So we're looking forward to just launching into fully softball so the girls can have their own team, build a community, just grow, thrive, have fun, be confident. So we're really excited.
Do you expect you just told us about the numbers, right? That right away happened to continue to grow this and stay on this mission. Do you expect the softball numbers to be pretty good initially?
Yes. It's the program has been growing because, like I said, we started out just doing camps, and the need to start doing teams just formed up like 6 months ago. Our Department of Parks and Recs, and they told us that they had a park that they wish they get a team in. Each year we do our camp, we've done it in a different park where there wasn't baseball at. And glad to say only one of those parks now, to the 7 years, don't have a baseball program now. So they asked us to come over to Nip Sam, so we took the challenge of going ahead and doing baseball over there. Sign-ups was tremendous during the fall, so now we incorporating the softball because we had the girls and the boys. So now it's continuing to grow, and most of those kids that signed up, well, about 50-50, is looking for teams, and a lot of the other kids are just coming in to get in that home run dirt.
So excited.
That's okay, too. Here's, by the way, here's a look at some of the information for this week and the 17th. So is there, obviously there's a number there, and we'll share that, push that out. Is that the best way to sign up, or and I know you want signups after the fact too, right? So give us what do you want people to know about this weekend and how they can be involved, I guess is the best way to say it.
Yes, like I say, come out to the camp. If you can't make the camp, like I say, the number's up on the screen. You can call the number. I will give Brent a link. We should have gave it to him beforehand, but
that's all right. We'll tweet it out.
Yeah, we'll get the link up, and we do registrations. We pretty much go on a year-round program, so we don't stop. Even when the season's not going, we're not playing. We've been training individual kids.
We're never out of season.
And
Brent, I want to also add, we're going to be giving backpacks. Every year I like to start school years off with backpacks.
Yeah.
This year I'm bringing tons of backpacks. We're bringing some fresh fruit, apples, waters. We want to make sure that we're giving them something nutritious as well to take home with them. But more importantly, we're going to teach them how to hit a fastball, how to throw a far, but we're going to teach them how to deal with conflict resolution. There's going to be a character building component to this because we understand that we have to coach the mind, body, and soul. That's why we love doing this camp and really hopefully helping these young athletes fall in love with the sport and take the disciplines that we share with them on the field into the classrooms, into their communities, and they become leaders outside and off the field.
Well, us that do sports for a living, we're big believers in that part of it, right? There's sports, we can sit here and talk about the Jags, and everybody talks wins and losses, but there's this component of sports in general that feeds a whole different part of things. I know Kevin Sullivan, who does a lot of our high school football, he says it's the number one dropout prevention is high school football or high school sports or high school activities in general. I think I just saw a 97% graduation rate in Duval. I think I saw that right. So I mean, like you said, these are important parts of it, right? I Coach Sunshine, which I love to say, I saw you say just be confident, right? It builds confidence. Yes. It builds character and resilience and failure. You learn to deal with it, right? And for me, it's hard work, right? You've got to be able to get all those different traits as you move on through sports, which is pretty cool.
I agree. So we want to teach them, again, to be champions, to win humbly, and if they fail, make mistakes, do it gracefully.
Oh, good. That's good. Can I do a humble brag real quick?
Yeah, you can.
He had a little second baseman in high school, dirt bag, diving all over the place. He's grown a little bit, and then a lefty pitcher in softball. And so you're talking to someone that gets both sports. And as a father of daughters, and now I have a 3-year-old son, he's blazed a trail that I'm going to be traveling down here shortly.
Yeah,
so.
You're waiting for that little guy to grow up. It took a little while, didn't it? Had to get, we've been talking on the radio or TV for a long time, and in specifically baseball, I feel like just recently, maybe got to go back 10 years, maybe it's 8 years, to have these conversations like baseball's dying, right? And it's just, I don't know if it's because we live in Florida and now we've traveled around and done this whole thing with the youth sports, or maybe I see Major League Baseball attendance is really good in most places or record numbers. Like, you've been around it for a long time. Yeah. Do you feel like that was a false narrative, or did it change? Yeah. And is it growing in communities like we're talking about right now? No matter the socioeconomic part of things as well.
Well, I think that there's a two-part response to it. There's become more of a focus on the travel, and now outside of the travel, the specialized showcases, but which creates yet again more disparities.
Yes.
Because when I started transitioning and being a Major League Scout, you had to go to Atlanta. You needed to go to East Cobb to be seen, and then it was Fort Myers, and then it was Jupiter, and we're dealing with kids right now just to get them to go 2 blocks to the park is a big experience for them.
Yeah.
So do I think that it's better now than it was then? A little bit. We've closed the gap. But there's also a loss of community in the baseball world. I grew up longing to play for my high school and my community. There's no longer that anymore. It's where's the best coach, where's the best program, and that's not a knock.
Keep up with the Joneses.
Yep, and that's not a knock on any family. You have to do what's best for your family. But that's what's kind of taken away from it, in my opinion.
Well, I got a small prediction that over the next few years, I don't know when that is, that it's going to change a little bit because of the way college landscape has changed. What's the point of sending – no college coaches are all going to Fort Myers in the next couple of years because they ain't recruiting high school kids.
26-year-olds.
Yeah, so the Florida coach that used to get you down to Fort Myers and those kind of travel things because the Florida coach was going to be there, that coach isn't there anymore. Because he's going to the transfer portal.
So accurate.
So I wonder if the whole dynamic of youth sports, at least in baseball and softball, and maybe some other sports, is about to pivot in some respect. I don't know if it will totally change. That's just my small prediction. You heard it here.
That's the goal.
If it does happen, right?
I hope so.
But by the way, what you guys are doing, what Frank does, walk-off charities, and we've been out there, clinics and everything else. It's really about the smile on the kid's face. You see it. You're going to see that on
kids.
Saturday.
Yes. We're going to have a great time. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Give us a prediction on the Hurricanes here. I mean, because I'll tell you what now, that Indiana team's good.
Yeah, they is. But I'm predicting Hurricanes by 8.
Ooh. I like it. I like the confidence.
That we down by 8.5. We winning by 8.
I like the confidence. Hamby's a big Carson Beck fan anyway. He was Georgia Bulldog.
Come on now.
Local guy. Come on, Hamby. I'll tell you what, though. If you ever said 20 years ago that you're going to play for a national championship against Indiana, heck, if you said it 5 years ago,
you would have thought basketball.
You would have thought basketball, right? You're like, heck of a job by the basketball program. Can we show that the flyer again? Thanks. Also, the Jags run was pretty fun, huh?
Oh, man, it was a phenomenal run.
How much does it lift the city? Seriously, even where like in the walls you're in, because I don't live in that world at all.
The timing couldn't have been better. As we're transitioning now into a new stadium, the team's gonna have to be away for a couple years. They left us with that anticipation now of we can't wait until you get back. And when you get back, not only is the product on the field one that is entertaining and is packing the stadium, but you're gonna have an environment now that is state of the art that is gonna rival So we're going to probably get I've been told, like a Beyonce concert, Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be in the running for some big-time concerts as well. So
yeah, those things are coming down the road. So there you go. Check out the Diamonds in the Rough baseball camp coming up on Saturday. But also there's more. It's not just a one-day thing. Be a part of the program and expose your child to baseball and softball. And it's a great place to learn and a great sport to be a part of a community, as Coach Freeman just mentioned. And shout out to Coach Reggie and Coach Frick as well with EWU and FSCJ for being a part of it. Those guys will be over there as well. Good luck to the Canes. Nice to see you, Coach Sunshine.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Thanks for coming in. We'll be back. Brent and Austin Show on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 Network.
Choose your own adventure. It's not just a saying, but a way of life here at Cycles of Jacksonville. And whether it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels, at Cycles of Jacksonville, a great adventure awaits. With brands like Honda, Vespa, Segway, and Triumph, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with their inventory featuring a 60,000 square foot building. If 4 wheels is more your thing, check out the largest selection of Honda Talons in the entire county. No matter what you're looking for, Cycles of Jacksonville is going to have the selection you need, all with great financing and rebates. Plus, if you're active duty military, Cycles of Jacksonville will offer you 0% financing along with great discounts for military and first responders. And when you want to get off the road and set sail, Cycles of Jacksonville has you covered with everything you need to get on the water. So if you're ready for a great adventure, let Cycles of Jacksonville be your guide. Located off Atlantic Boulevard, or check out their website at cyclesofjacksonville.com.
How do we make Mason's famous lobster rolls? It's simple. We get up before dawn, head into the open waters of Maine, haul in our traps by hand, and send only the best straight to our restaurants, where we add warm butter or chilled mayo with a squeeze of lemon, and pile it on a toasted split-top roll, just like it's been done for nearly a century. That's the recipe for Mason's famous lobster rolls.
What's been going on?
We're both dealing with a lot of guilt right now.
Can't sleep, can't eat.
eating.
See that brand new Hyundai Santa Fe? We only paid $100 for it.
Looks like we're out of time. Breathing exercises. Inhale, exhale.
Enjoy the new car.
Okay, thanks.
Deal so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get a Hyundai Santa Fe with 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days, or get $3,500 bonus cash. Hurry in.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant, or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet. Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjacks.com.
Year 2 is in the books for the Jacksonville Armada women's under-23 squad, taking another step forward in the Women's Premier Soccer League. Under the guidance of head coach David Goff, the girls in blue went undefeated at home for a second straight season, including a dramatic draw in the opener.
And they've left it to the death. Unbelievable stuff.
And a late winner to end the season at home.
Headed on. Here's a chance. Gianna Ramirez brings it down, still alive, takes a shot, and into the back of the net.
After fielding a younger roster in 2025 with talent from all across Northeast Florida, the future is bright for the Armada women's team. We highlight the ladies and all things Jacksonville Armada each week on Fleet and Footy on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I'll put one in the back of the net for you.
Join us for player profiles, fun interviews, and the very latest on the Fleet and all things footy. That's every Thursday at 2 p.m.
Hey guys, we got a new player today. I hear he's pretty good.
Heard this guy played in the NFL.
I think he's an MMA fighter. I've actually been on his show, the Brent and Austen show.
Football and fighting, that's the easy part. Let's see if I still have it on the ice. What the heck, man? Who is this guy? He's saving everything.
Leave the hockey to the pros, man. It's hockey season. Come on out and see the Icemen play. Get your tickets at JacksonvilleIcemen.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
I love talking a little ball there, and now let's talk a little more ball here. John Harbaugh looks good in New York blue. Harbaugh to the Giants, which I think, by the way, I do think it's a win of some kind for the Jags and the rest of the AFC South. Keep them out of Tennessee because I think Cam Ward was a real opportunity there for him. Let me ask you this. If you're I would take the Giants job over the Tennessee job most likely all day. Like if I'm Harbaugh. It's a legacy position. It's New York. It's, there's a lot of good things I would say about Tennessee too. But the big thing is, would you take Cam Ward or Jackson Dart?
Ooh. I mean, obviously the sample size of Jackson Dart, it's a little smaller. I mean, I think based off what Cam Ward's had at his disposal in terms of weapons and everything, and granted, like Jackson Dart didn't get neighbors, Scatterboo was used sparingly before he got hurt. So it's really comparable. I lean Cam Ward, but I think you can't go wrong either one right now because if it's who knows what we're talking about 2 or 3 years from now, how good these players will be. But I think both of them so far have showed signs of brilliance. They've also showed signs of, hey, they're a rookie.
And you'd be nervous about it. I mean, really the health of Dart is what red flags the heck out of me.
Without a doubt. But also you like the weapons that Dart has a little more right now. I mean, going to Tennessee, you're taking on a young quarterback, but also taking on the job now of how do we build around him.
Well, and I would say this, the Giants have a team, like defensively, they've got a really good they have so many more pieces to your point.
Yeah.
Hamby, what do you think? Who do you sign up for? Again, you're Harbaugh.
Yeah.
And if that was his sole decision, I think there's way more decisions than that. But he's obviously making a decision to sign up for this young man because they're pretty committed to him.
Sure.
So who would you sign up for?
I think Cam Ward is the better quarterback, but I think the Giants as a roster is 3 times better than the Titans.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a good way to say it.
No, I mean, but you could also look at it and say, going into this next season, the Titans are, I think, at the top of the second right now in terms of open salary cap, and the Giants are a little more where, I think they're about to break even, if I'm not mistaken, just because they got some players to pay. So
that's a good one, too.
You're looking at Tennessee where you have a lot more room to work with, maybe provide weapons with free agency, as opposed to New York where what you have right now is kind of what you have.
How about another question with those two teams is, when you look around the rest of their divisions, I mean, the Jags, you think, are ascending. The Texans are here to stay. Colts, who knows? But on the other side of it, I mean, you would expect the Commanders to take a step next year after they took 3 steps back with Jaden Daniels. Hurts. I mean, the Eagles are going to be good. The Cowboys are always going to be okay. Which division would you rather be in to get to the playoffs?
It's a good question. And I think it's an face value, you're like, AFC South, right? Mm-hmm. But I do think you bring up a good point. I mean, I don't know if I want to face that Houston defense.
Twice a
and
year,
I don't know if I want to face right now Coen and Trevor the way he's playing. I do think, listen, Philly's been really good.
Mm-hmm.
But it does feel like they're on the tick down right now. Now, where that goes, I don't know. But it definitely doesn't feel as dangerous as it did 2 or 3 years ago. Even before they won the Super Bowl, they felt like an unbelievable roster.
Mm-hmm.
I am not afraid of Washington. I think their roster is old. And I don't think, I think Jaden Daniels is hard to rely on, and he's going to have a new offensive coordinator now as well. And then I wouldn't be concerned with the Cowboys because Cowboys really are the least dangerous team there is that exists because they just find a way not to win.
Mm.
You can't rely on them.
No, for sure.
So in a way, I kind of feel like the Hamby's point, I think I would maybe not shy away from the NFC East, where maybe 2 years ago I'd been like, oh boy.
Yeah, if you're asking me which conference would I want to play in more, the NFC East or the AFC South, I mean, I think it's almost like the Big Ten versus the SEC. I think top heavy right now, you got the Jags and the Texans that you don't want to play. And then the Titans and the Colts will kind of fill in, and we'll see, because the Colts still need a quarterback. And obviously the Titans, they're in a rebuilding process right now. I think if you look at the other division, New York right now is kind of in the cellar. But Washington, once again, in terms of salary cap, they got some money to spend this up-and-coming season, and they have a quarterback in Jay Daniels who's probably coming back, and they're just, 2 years removed from an NFC championship game? So, I think you still got to take them a little seriously despite the age. Eagles are the Eagles, and then the Cowboys, I'm not really sure on. So I think top to bottom, it might be more competitive in the NFC East just because you can't really see a picture of who's going to be good and who's going to be bad. But I think the top overall is Houston and Jacksonville. So I think you probably got a better chance in the East right now.
All right, we're really asking each other some questions here. Without Harbaugh now available, are you concerned about a coach at all going to Tennessee to come into the AFC South?
Well, I mean,
Stefanski's of the world.
Yeah.
Or I don't think Mike McDaniel's got Saleh.
Sure.
What are any other names that? I mean, you're not concerned about Arthur Smith. I know that one. We won't do that.
I mean,
other than Udinsky.
I mean, honestly,
I wouldn't be afraid of Udinsky, to be honest.
Well, I know, but you wouldn't enjoy facing him, I don't think.
To me, it's Kevin Stefanski, or for some reason, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen, is Mike Tomlin.
Oh, Tomlin, yeah.
Those are the two for me.
It sounds like Tomlin's going to take a year.
Sounds like he's going to do broadcasting, possibly. There's rumors out there. I mean, there's it's Twitter, so
do you
who knows?
think he coaches again?
Yeah, because the way that it ended, it didn't end it wasn't a dumpster fire. I think there's some coaches where it's their last season. They might be done just for how bad it went. It didn't go that bad in Pittsburgh, so I think the door's open still.
How about you, Hamby? You think Tomlin coaches again?
Not this year, for sure. I would be surprised if he hangs it up. I really wouldn't.
I actually, what Pittsburgh's done in their coaching world is amazing. They have 3 coaches since 67?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that, where everybody else is firing every 2 years.
Well, that's what we said yesterday. 6 popes.
Oh, 6
4
popes?
coaches in the last 70 years.
That's wild.
But I saw another statistic about this, guys, that when the other guys got out, Noel and Cowher, they never coached again. So on top of the longevity, the Steelers also retired their coaches.
Makes
from
you
coaching.
lose your love for football, being a Pittsburgh Steelers head coach. Who knows?
Or I'll say this in a positive way for the Steelers, or maybe they know they can't get what they had there. Because it's traditionally a very good organization.
True, but I just think if you have a career longevity, I mean, if you coach for that long, I mean, and we're talking coaches that have coached decades, maybe you just get kind of burnt out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah, obviously we know, right? Cowher was rumored to Jacksonville every year, and he never came out of the CBS studio.
Mm-hmm.
But she's
was that the case?
Oh, you never heard the whole Cowher bought a house in Ponte Vedra?
Oh yeah, there were some rumors.
If you ever see that on social media, that's what that's about. There was some significant time. I think it was when Del Rio. It was right about when you were playing, right when Del Rio got fired. Mm-hmm. That it felt like it was a thing. Now it was also in the early stages of social media,
of course,
and it was saw Cowher at the airport. Cowher's apparently buying a house. Yeah. And so now the running joke has been Cowher's got 3 houses in Ponte Vedra. So there has been that in the past. No, that's not a thing in Jacksonville. It just became kind of a punchline. But I think there were rumors that he would get back into coaching. He was still a pretty young guy. In fact, he was only 34 years old when he got hired by the Pittsburgh Steelers, which would have made him probably in his early to mid-50s when he left them. And same with Tomlin. Tomlin was 34 when he got hired by the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I saw Brian Flores interviewing in Pittsburgh and also Baltimore. To me, that's a good fit. That fits their organizations.
In Tennessee?
No, Ravens.
Oh, Ravens. I got you. Okay,
or
got you.
Pittsburgh.
Okay, got you.
I mean, it actually could fit a little bit in Tennessee, but Baltimore and Pittsburgh, Brian Flores ended up there with
Yeah.
Just from a toughness, defensive, culture kind of standpoint, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think there's a coach in the cycle that's getting me that excited, though, outside of Harbaugh.
Well, I mean, do we answer the question, though? Is anybody, like, what coaches are you afraid of to go to Tennessee?
Yeah, I'm not.
Nothing. Okay.
Like, again, Stefanski's fine. Like, it is what it is. Like, I know. I'm sleeping on Stefanski, I guess, but it is what it is. It doesn't get me.
I'll be honest, Stefanski scares me a little bit because he's had success with mediocre quarterbacks. What happens if you give him a quarterback that he can actually mold and you feel like might be a decent guy in Cam Ward?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Like that scares me a little bit.
Effect.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
It's just hard to compare them since they're the opposite sides.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Because, like, to me, because Stefanski comes in and it's, like, immediately offensive upgrade. Yeah. Like, Vrabel, it's more of just, like, the culture, like, attitude and everything.
Yeah, but he's got a quarterback now, and look what he's doing.
Well, no, absolutely. Yeah. But, I mean, if you can go to the playoffs with Joe Flacco, yeah, what can you do with Cam Ward?
Right.
Yeah. That's good.
I think from what I've seen, Jesse Minter, the defensive coordinator for the Chargers, has gotten about as many looks as anybody, other than like Harbaugh.
Yeah, he was a hot name.
Very, very
I think
hot.
a hot name on the defensive side, which, and you usually get the hot, younger names on the offensive side, like the Udinskis of the world.
Yep.
But I think Minter has been that guy for what he did at Michigan and under the Harbaugh tree, which seems like that would be decent. Is that the next tree that forms?
Yeah.
Could it be Harbaugh? Which I don't know if it will be an extended tree because, again, Harbaugh's an offensive guy, actually. Funny, he comes across as a defensive guy. No, Jim.
Oh, Jim Harbaugh. Yeah. Jim
but he does come across as a defensive. It's funny, guys like Coughlin and Harbaugh to me have a feel of a defensive guy.
Sure.
They're actually offensive guys.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you see, the only thing that gives away Jim is, like, the fact that, like, he's always with Justin Herbert, like, warming him up and everything.
Former
but, like,
QB,
yeah. He was a former QB, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was a former QB.
Former Cowboys head coach Mike McCarthy is scheduled to interview Saturday with Tennessee.
Good.
Yeah,
get him there.
Guys,
sign him today, please. For the love of God, sign Mike McCarthy.
Very rare, by the way, to get a third opportunity.
Yeah.
If he were to get a gig. Like, that's unusual.
Yeah, guy won a Super
Doug
Bowl.
Peterson
There you go.
one. Not like this cycle. I'm just saying, like, if he, in a couple years, if the well runs dry and he's still 50, whatever. Now, I just don't know if he ever coaches again.
I think what I saw is that the Tennessee Titans had the private jet ready to go to Baltimore to meet with Harbaugh.
Yeah, they got kind of left that would have been a left at the altar kind of feeling.
And they were committed. They were about to make a very strong financial commitment to him.
Yeah.
As they should.
Well, I think the Titans fans are obviously upset that they didn't get Harbaugh, but honestly, they know. They're just glad that their organization is about to make a very strong commitment to the next head coach.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that's net positive on the day. Titans fans are pleased.
Well, and not only that you even could get in the room with Harbaugh, who obviously was the most coveted guy with 8 jobs out there. The fact that you could get in the room says something about your organization. Listen, we've been here many times in Jacksonville. There are going to be people saying, oh, why would you go to Jacksonville? And then you look at it, it's like, wow, that's actually a really pretty good situation for someone coming in to coach. And usually it is. I mean, Shad is usually in a pretty good situation. I think that's kind of the difference, though. I think they feel a bit more clunky in Tennessee than the ownership group. The ownership group, the pecking order.
Yeah, I don't think anybody likes their owner. Do they?
Well, I don't think they say a lot of nice things, and then they also have just redone their front office, and so that doesn't look like there's a lot of alignment, synergy, planning, all that. And I would assume that's why Harbaugh is even like, why am I going to go into that? Like, you got to kind of fit into that instead of get the say and all that. And if somebody's willing to give him all the power, then, and I think that is the case in New York, whether he works with Schoen or he decides, all right, let's pivot from Schoen. Schoen's still the GM there, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But, I mean, who knows if he ends up keeping that job.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Apparently, Monken is going to he's going to follow.
He's moving, yeah. Which he interviewed in Tampa too,
Tampa,
for the OC
yep,
job.
He's had a couple of, he interviewed as the head coach with the Browns. So it's just, interesting to track some of these guys that the Jaguars interviewed last season for their head coaching position that, Monken, Ravens fans, I think, are very split on Monken because Henry is getting 25 carries, and then he's getting 8. And what's happening? So I think we know the one thing we do know is Harbaugh.
Because he was a hot name last year. Like he was
absolutely.
The Jags interviewed him for the head coaching job.
Yes, yeah.
Really cooled off a little bit. With
So,
that offense.
but I think we know that Harbaugh loves him.
Yeah,
and that was probably one of the reasons why Harbaugh was fired in Baltimore, is because he wouldn't part with Monken.
Oh, and it's the reason why he probably took the gig in New York, because they said bring whoever you want. Doesn't matter what you had in Baltimore. If it didn't work out there, you can bring over your friends here.
It sounded like, at least from the outside looking in, that was a lot of the discourse with Harbaugh leaving, is that he wasn't going to fire him. He liked what he was doing. And I actually think Monken, who we really like, I'm fond of him, who was wide receivers coach here in Jacksonville, good dude. And I think he actually fits with Dart pretty well, because Dart feels to me like so much like a college quarterback, and he has that stuff with Georgia and where he really had a lot of success. So I think what Monken's done a nice job of is fit that college style into the NFL. Even some of the things probably Lamar does, So I feel pretty good if I was New York with Dart and Monken, because I think he understands the blend. He's not going to go with the square peg, round hole kind of philosophy. I think he'll move the goalposts a bit.
Yeah, I do want to point out, I almost got my hopes up a little bit because Monken did a interview on somebody's podcast or something like that in the last couple of days, and he had a Georgia hoodie on. So my hopes were up for just a minute, even though I am a Mike Bobo fan, even though our own fan base hates him, that Monken would possibly come back. On another note, I forgot to, so I actually answered wrongly. I'm going to switch my answer. You asked me a couple minutes ago if Mike Tomlin will ever coach again. Yes, but not in the NFL. Mike Tomlin's daughter runs cross country at the University of Georgia. So, Kirby Smart, go ahead and pull Mike Tomlin as an analyst. Let him kind of sit off to the side, take Muschamp's role, because Muschamp was an analyst, so that he could watch his kids play at Vanderbilt and kind of chill out and enjoy retirement / help out. So go ahead and bring Tomlin in as well, and he just send him on a recruiting trip or one or two of those, and we'll be all right.
Unbelievable. It always comes back to.
Do you think Tomlin would be a good recruiter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, but in the role he's saying, he wouldn't be recruiting.
Yeah, well,
just tag along.
I think he's got
By the way,
a lot
I
of
think
roles.
he'd be an unbelievable recruiter.
Yeah.
Like his superpower that everybody wants to say now about
relationships
is his relationships.
Yeah. I just go back to all his little caveats that he has, his little sayings in front of the media and everything, and I don't know how that would relate to
old school.
a little old school, but hey, I get it.
It's fine.
I'll tell you what, it was like my kid. I'd be like, I'll go play. I want my kid playing for Mike Tomlin.
Heck yeah.
Oh, yeah,
like
for sure.
it, right?
Hey, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break. Brent and Austin Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 Network. Let's go fishing on the way. Paul Dozier stops by, and I want to get into the ratings game a little bit, so we will do that just to give you an idea of what happened. Plus, a little peek ahead at the 2026 schedule, which will feature some of these new coaches, including John Harbaugh.
A visit to East
the
Rutherford.
New York Giants. In case he stops by as well, I think the judge will be here on this Thursday.
Ooh, I
on
like
the Brent
it.
and Austin Show. I usually don't. When it's time to get a new car for anyone in your family, just remember, nobody but Nimnick, the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Get the latest price breaks on 2023 and 2024 models or the newest 2025 vehicles in the showroom on Phillips Highway, or shop online at NimnickBuickGMC.com 24 hours a day. GMC Sierras, Yukons, and the redesigned Acadias, or get the all-new redesigned line with Buicks. It's nobody but Nimnick, and part of the reason why is this is a first-class buying experience here at Nimnick Buick GMC. You're not just a customer, you're a friend. This is about getting a vehicle that best fits you and getting you on the road, and also helping you and your family down the road. Nimnick has a treating you right guarantee, courtesy, respect, fairness, and most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer, nobody but Nimnick. Who has put in the most years and stands behind a better experience? Nobody but Nimnick. GMC, we are professional grade.
If you look good, you feel good. And the medical professionals here at Ponte Vein and Aesthetics are here to make you feel your best. I'm on camera every week, and I have a confession to make. I'm not always confident in my appearance. Can you see my dark circles? Is my makeup highlighting my fine lines instead of covering them up? I question it all. So when I found out about the wide variety of procedures here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics, I knew help was just one appointment away. Medical Director Dr. Megan Deacon Casey and her board-certified physicians have been using the latest in cutting-edge technology for the last 10 years, giving men and women their personal confidence boost. From Botox, fillers, Morpheus 8, and so much more. The hardest part was figuring out what I needed. Thankfully, the medical team walked me through what would work best for me through a free consultation. Come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Baker's Sports. It's a hometown business filled with hometown people trying to make you feel right at home.
Chris Conley, Jacksonville University. Walker Wright, class of 2018, West Nassau High School. Michael Young, Fletcher High School.
Baker's Sports started in a grassroots way and now outfits much of the Southeast.
Tony Mazzio, Sandalwood High School, class of 2002.
High school sports, travel sports, youth sports of all kinds. They are a one-stop shop carrying Nike, Adidas, Under Armour brands, and more.
Vincent Caldes, Oak Leaf High School. Samuel Coffrin, Paxton School for Advanced Studies.
Whether it's sports teams on the field or it's your team in the workplace, like our Action Sports Jacks team, and community events like the Dream 18 Golf Tournament, and many others.
Cole Tilley, Hilliard High School. Reagan Webb, Eagles View Academy.
Look good, feel good, play good with Baker Sports. Custom sports apparel since 1997. Shop with the hometown team at bakersport.com.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Most of us know how to throw. But you need to know what to throw. I'm not talking about footballs, baseballs, softballs. We're talking about those items you need to recycle. Republic Services explains it easy. Recycling simplified. 1. Know what to throw. When in doubt, throw it out. 2. Empty, clean, and dry those materials. It takes an extra minute, but it makes a big difference. And 3. Don't bag it. This makes the recycling process faster and more efficient. This is a look at the Republic Services North Florida Recycling Center. You can make this process even more efficient. By utilizing those 3 steps, Republic Services can help you become a better recycler in your home. Learn more at recyclingsimplified.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network.
That looks good right there, Hamby.
There we go, Hamby.
Good stuff.
There we go.
See, goes to the lunchroom. I mean, yeah.
It was supposed to be this because I wanted Paul to see it.
Yeah. Oh,
he was.
Paul, does that look like the Ohio River more than Jacksonville, or what?
He was negotiating with Tomlin on the other line about it.
I honestly was. I was trying to pull up a picture.
Paul, I don't see any boats in the water.
There's some. If you're on the water today, you're a worker. It's not pleasure boating. Or pleasure fishing, not recreational, just commercial. There's some crabbers out fishing today and some shrimpers probably, but yeah, there he is.
we've switched this topic
in
a hurry.
Real quick.
I just think it's funny how, Hamby, hopefully Monken comes back. I've never met a Georgia fan that likes Mike Bobo.
I do. I like him.
The number one excuse
I hate it
when Georgia loses, no matter what.
You're right.
It's the same thing with the Jaguars. If the Jaguars lose, it's Trevor's fault. It's the same thing. Doesn't matter. Georgia loses. I don't care if they
Bobo.
give it 50 points. Bobo didn't score 51.
He's
It's
right.
true.
He's 100% right.
They just don't like him there. Hey, before we get into Let's Go Fishing, presented by Nimnick Buick GMC and Armor Guard Exteriors, got her helmet at NorthFlorida.com. By the way, happy birthday to Nimnick Buick GMC. Nimnick turns 85. About that. Been around here a while.
It's a lot of candles on the cake.
If I've been around for all those 85 years, I'm trying to do the math. I've already purchased 6 cars or vehicles from Nimnick. That'd be a lot more.
Yeah.
For all 85 years.
You'd be a little bit better customer.
I would be even a better customer. That's right. Since 1941, Nimnick has been more than a dealership, part of the community. 4 generations of families. You know all about those, Paul. Thousands of vehicles sold and a reputation built on doing things the right way. Nobody but Nimnick. That's 85 years of trust behind it. And if you bought a car from Nimnick, serviced one, or participated in one of the causes that they support, you are part of that legacy. So stop by and celebrate 85 years with Nimnick this year, this month, because the milestone belongs to you as well, Jacksonville. And make sure you stop by Nimnick Buick GMC off Phillips Highway. And, of course, NimnickBuickGMC.com. The ratings are in. You want me to move back, Hamby? I'm not, playing
I need
charades
1
very
inch from the mic.
Me?
Yep.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Just say it out loud, man.
Yeah,
he's sitting there going like this through the drive-through window.
He's got no problem
like
talking
this.
about Georgia out of nowhere.
This is
But
what
when
he's
it
doing.
comes to directing
I'm
the
like,
show,
what are we doing?
I thought we
we're gonna
had
play
it
some
down.
charades. Unbelievable.
Well, I wouldn't have to.
I mean, listen.
What is it, Hamby? Year 3 for you here?
Hamby, do you want a wristband? You want to go the Trevor wristband?
Oh.
For hey,
Let it rip, Hamby.
1 means pull the mic back.
Let it rip,
2
Hamby.
is lower the laptop.
Let it rip, my man. You got it.
Kids these days, Paul.
Trying to help out.
He's just depressed from that Georgia basketball game last night.
I am. We already talked
they got
about
beat
it.
again?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Buzzer
I didn't see
beater.
that one.
10.5 point home favorite got beat in overtime. Double overtime?
Double.
Overtime.
To who?
Ole Miss.
No, not double. It should have been double. It was tied with in the last second.
Ole Miss basketball.
Georgia fans don't get depressed about basketball. Just an FYI.
Did you guys
Pretty
did you
upset.
guys happen to watch the Gator game against Oklahoma at all?
Yeah, I
That
watched
is
it.
the worst crowd I have ever seen at a I at the beginning of the game, it was like there was 2,500 people, and I mean the defending national champions are in town.
Yeah,
you
you'd
would
think
think
they'd
it's
Crazy.
I don't know if the students weren't back or what the issue.
That could be the case.
That could have been what it is. They had zero help, like zero crowd support.
I watched some of the game. I didn't really notice that. I guess I wasn't watching close enough. Boy, the Gators look good last night. Starting to find themselves a little bit.
Yeah,
And by the way, Oklahoma's had some good basketball over the years.
yeah, they
It's not
have.
like it doesn't
That
have a
Porter
tradition.
Moser or
Trae Young.
or whatever is a good coach. He coached at St. Louis before that, maybe.
Okay.
But he's a good coach, and every time the Gators ever played them, it's been tough, even if they've had better players and a better team. But Oklahoma looked about as inspired as their crowd in the first half. Yeah.
Gators still don't shoot the 3-ball well, but they
No.
can score it.
No,
They should
no.
just stop shooting the 3-ball. Just always
They
go
should.
inside.
They should, unless old Urban Klivshar can shoot it. You let him shoot it, but nobody else should be allowed,
Are you going to
especially
any games?
Condon. Yeah, I'm thinking about going Tuesday night. They're playing LSU at home, and
Okay.
somebody
Nice.
offered some tickets.
LSU almost got a really nice win, and then Kentucky beat them on the Leitner play.
It was the Leitner play, man. It looked almost identical, didn't it?
Yeah.
1.6.
Yeah, exactly. I was telling Ty, he's like, look, they just won. Because I had said LSU, that's an upset. Kentucky, then he's like, oh, they just won on a buzzer beater.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's the Leitner play, man.
It was
Go
fairly
look at
well
it.
defended too. The guy, Ole Miss had LSU had their big guy in front of that guy, and he just mistimed his jump.
That was it.
That's all it takes.
All right, Tuesday night, or is that a 9 o'clock or a 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock. We don't do 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock's on Tuesday.
We can
are
really
pretty
catch
tough.
that at the house. You know? It's tough.
Let's. You got the ratings? Or no? Let me go. Let's go fishing. Or you got it? Here we go. So anyway, are you guys surprised by this? That the Bills and Jags game was the second highest watched game around the country, around the world?
Bills Mafia.
Yeah.
See, I don't think that says Bills Mafia to me because Buffalo's a small town, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like a smaller town. A
but
smaller
it's
market.
Josh Allen. It's the story of the Buffalo Bills, I think, and obviously the Jaguars too. But Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm not totally surprised.
You know what this says to me? Welcome to the NFL. Like, this is just the NFL. The barometer is 28 to 32.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the high end, they're 49ers and Eagles. Remember we had Nance on last week?
Mm-hmm.
He said that 4 o'clock window is the biggest window.
Mm-hmm.
Well, damn it, he's right.
Yeah.
That was the 425 window, and look at the number. Now, you got 2 big markets, I get it.
Shout out to Amazon Prime for getting 31.6. Like, that's a lot because some people aren't actually watching on Prime.
That's kind of why I wanted to do it. Now, Bills Jags beat the number, but the NFL will be extremely happy with that 31 million because that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to turn people on.
We
got
to pay for it,
and that's what that's why they put Bears Packers there. And it was a heck of a game. So, I think that was. I wonder behind closed doors, like that is the win of all wins for the NFL. That Saturday night performance,
the Bears
with 31
Packers,
million.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, like, listen, you go in that 1 o'clock Sunday slot where people are accustomed to watching football, like, good things are going to happen.
Yeah, I think this is just the thirst of the NFL. People are watching all these games. They will find a way to watch these games. And it's a huge number, and, like, I don't know what the worst number the NFL can do in a football game right now.
Yeah, the Jags are out. I can promise you we'll adjust our weekend to watch all the games.
You will still?
Of course.
Oh, yeah, I'm watching them.
Every game. Mm-hmm. Every game.
I don't really want to watch that Houston-New England game much. But
you don't want to watch Houston get beat? Hopefully. Well,
what's the line,
Nico's
Hamby?
out right now, man. Nico's not playing. That's big.
Yeah. There's a lot of.
I think it's 2.5.
Will Anderson playing?
That's going to be an issue. But the Patriots can run the football, though.
Yeah, Doug Marrone's the offensive line coach there.
Where?
Patriots.
Oh, the Patriots. I got you. Okay.
Isn't that wild? And then you got 2
forgot about
veteran
that.
kids that play. Demario Douglas, Terrell Jennings play for the Patriots. And then obviously you got the Xavier Hutchinson kid playing for Houston. So there's a bunch of local flavor in that game. And on top of it, Christian Kirk. Kirk, if Houston wins and Denver wins, you get Kirk and Ingram. One of them's going to the Super Bowl.
Wild. Well, I mean, hey, let's give some credit to the Caleb Chason, one of the best pass rushers in the league.
Chason too.
How you gonna forget about him, Brent? He had a big sack, I think, in the last game.
Well, he had like 7 pressures in that game. I think it was like second or third most in the league.
Imagine if Campanile would have gotten to coach him, right? I mean,
Crazy,
he would have had 30 sacks. You know?
It's wild. Dude literally kind of fell off the face of the earth, leaving Jacksonville, and then becomes one of the highly touted pass rushers.
When he left here, he went to Carolina, right?
No, he went to the Raiders, I think it was.
Raiders?
Did he go to the Raiders? I thought it was the Raiders.
See, I don't even know.
But he had an okay season with the Raiders, I think it was last year. Okay, not like this.
Maybe that's right. Yeah.
Not like this. Like, Vrabel's got him playing fantastic.
I mean, he's about to make some money. I mean, if they resign him, I think so, yeah.
Maybe the Jags should bring him back.
Jeez. Get him the Yannick Ngakoue treatment.
You know, you said that, though. He's funny. It's like if Chason was still here, I mean, again, it's a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But if he was still here, isn't there like a thought that Campanile would get a lot out of him?
Yeah, you never know. He's gotten a lot out of
guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so he had 5 sacks in Vegas, and he's got 7.5 this year.
I think he had 3.5 sacks in his whole career at Jacksonville.
Come on, Brent. Don't shortchange him. He had 4.
4.
It says 4.
In 4 years.
That is correct. Those are Austen Lane numbers.
That's unbelievable.
Dang.
Oh, wow. I didn't say it, and I'm kind of pissed off I didn't.
The self-rose is awesome.
I stopped the run, though. You know what I'm saying? Check my PFF grade.
You could set
Google
the edge.
me.
I heard
Google
you could
me.
set the edge if I
Google
recall.
me in terms of PFF. Well, I didn't get it down a lot of pass rush packages. That's what happens. You got a Liz Frank injury.
Paul doesn't care about the run, man. He's still mad at Josh Hines, Allen, and Trayvon Walker for not getting home on Sunday.
That's a good point.
Are you, Paul?
Good point.
All I'm saying is like I said about Bobo. You know, everybody when the Jaguars lose, they want to blame Trevor. Just like, well, Trevor had the ball 4 series in the second half, 2 touchdowns, a field goal, and the interception at the end. Which I mean, I guess he could have. It was a good defensive play. I mean, it wasn't just the first interception was triple coverage.
Yeah, bad.
It was bad. Bad read, bad everything. The last one was sometimes you got to tip the cap. I'm just saying you got 2 first top. What was Josh Allen, the 4th, 5th pick? You got 2 top 5 defensive ends. You got to get 1 stop, man. We never got it. We don't get it.
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, I'm not blaming them. I think they're both good players.
I will say this, though. In between, they did get a big stop in the third quarter, like when it was a big, every play's big. And it was a second down sack by Josh Hines-Allen. So they did get one. What they really needed, in my opinion, at the end was more not a busted coverage.
Yeah.
Because I think it's an interception if they don't bust the coverage.
And we got these dudes going down. I mean, we don't have it's not like we're playing against Stephon Diggs and these. I mean, these are regular guys.
Brandon Cooks. God. They're guys. Just guys.
Yeah, exactly. Brandon Cooks has been a very good player for a very long time, but he's long in the tooth, man.
Yeah.
And he's still a good player. I mean, he's a good possession receiver, but you can't just turn him loose.
Or Keon Coleman, who was benched twice, I feel like, this year.
Inactive several games.
Yeah. It's wild because, I think the conversation going into this season was, we have probably the best bookends in the NFL. Like, there was the comparison of, okay, there's Will Anderson, and then there's Hunter, and there's Trayvon Walker, and there's Josh Allen. And while, like, the numbers in the box score watching may not show how great Josh Allen was this year, but, like, if you turn on the film when you watch the Houston Texans.
Played well.
Yeah, he played well, but you turn on the film, watch the Houston Texans, it's like every play is a game-wrecking type of play,
Yeah, they know it's coming.
Yeah.
But I do think what people sleep on with the Texans, I know those guys are really good, but we were talking about it in the break, I think, with Paul or Hamby, and it's that the interior is good.
Oh, the secondary is great. I mean, everything's good on defense.
Yeah. I mean, but the interior guys are, I think, very underrated for Houston. Nobody talks about them.
Yeah.
And they rotate them. They've got like 3 or 4 deep in that part. A little bit more like the Jags of 17.
Yeah.
When they could rotate so many different guys in. All right, let's go fishing.
Yeah.
Is anybody fishing?
Oh, not today. Not
it's not even that cold
Not
today.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow's going to be really
Tomorrow's going to be chilly. It's very windy today, though. It's blowing about 20 or 25 out of the northwest, blowing this front through there. Tomorrow is going to be cold and windy. Saturday is supposed to be 70 degrees. So there's some inshore opportunities Saturday. And then another front Saturday night. And then Sunday, Monday, I think the high Sunday is 52 with rain. No fishing Sunday, but if you want to go Saturday afternoon probably be nice. I don't know what the tide is, but in the creeks you can catch some redfish and stuff, and it'd probably be nice. It's not going to be just brutal.
Where do the fish go hide?
They,
in the cold?
like I said before, sometimes they'll get on these mud flats where the water is crystal clear this time of year. We don't get a lot of rain this time of year, and it gets cold, and the water gets clear. So the shallower water, the heat of the day will warm the flat up, and the fish will go up in the little bit, warm the water up a few degrees, and the crabs, they stick their head in the mud and try to get redfish, I'm speaking of. Either very deep holes where it's a little warmer down deep, or in the really shallow water for redfish.
All right. I like it. And you've got, obviously, the Wahoo registration ongoing.
Yeah, WahooShootout.com. We're looking good. 2 weeks from Saturday's the kickoff party. 3 weeks from Saturday's the first day of fishing. Wahoo fishing's been great. The weather, Mother Nature's keeping us home for a few days here. But when the wind quits blowing and it warms up a little bit, the fish will be waiting for us, I'm sure.
Paul, coldest temperatures you ever been fishing in? Being a fan, not having to work or anything.
Yeah, no, we've left the dock and had ice on the deck many times.
Really?
In the wintertime. This time of year, this is when the wahoo fishing's always been good. So leaving usually in the 30s. We've done that many times. And I remember one time, not fishing, but my dad bought a boat up in Islip, New York. And it was January or February, and we had to deliver the boat from Islip, New York to St. Augustine. And I walked out on the deck the morning and took one step down on the fiberglass and busted my tail on ice.
Yeah.
And it was miserable. It was miserable. I'm not into the cold, man. It's
ice fishing's out of the question.
Yeah, I'd never ice fishing. I don't think I'll ever go fishing here when it's 30 degrees anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We've got curtains and stuff to keep the wind off of it. You can bundle up. It's not bad. But you start getting in, it's got to be calm to go in the real cold. But usually if it's calm, it heats up by 9, 10 o'clock. It's nice.
Yeah.
Especially out there where we're going 73, 74 degrees. So instead of it being 55-degree water in the surf, it's 20 degrees. Everything's warmer offshore.
It is crazy. You said, like, the people out there right now are working, like, shrimping or whatever else. And, of course, where I'm from, up in New England, like that, they do it all winter, too.
Yeah, you have
right?
to.
Mm-hmm. It's just insane that people are out there on the water in that weather.
Yeah.
Like,
come on.
I mean,
what are we doing?
I hope they make a lot of money. And they do pretty well, I think, a lot of times.
They
but,
do.
I mean, they work their butt off for it, though.
I bet they'd tell you. I bet these guys that are actually out there working their tails off would probably tell you they'd rather January than August.
Yeah, because of the heat.
Yeah, if I had to,
that's fair, though. You might be right.
Yeah, I mean, sure, it's miserable. It's cold, but you can put rain gear on and slickers on.
You can always put layers on.
Layer up.
Yeah.
And
when it gets
gloves.
that hot.
Yeah, when it's that hot, you can't. I mean,
that's a good point.
You can
drive the boat faster. Get
the
some more
idea
wind.
of being cold and wet is not a fun one, though.
No good. No good.
No.
All right, Paul Dozier, thanks, man. Enjoy that Gator basketball and the games this weekend.
Yep. We're looking forward to it. Hopefully, we get some good ones. The matchups look good. And
they are good matchups.
What are we thinking about Monday night?
Oh, I really just think Indiana's too good.
I hope.
And I liked Miami a lot last week, but I don't like them as much this week.
Yeah. Hey,
you're rooting against Miami.
I don't know why, but Tomlin is a recruiter. He would be. I agree with what Hamby was saying. He'd be a great recruiter, but it doesn't matter anymore. You don't have to be a good recruiter anymore.
Be a good check writer.
Look at Signetti. Look at Signetti.
And that's the cool thing about Signetti, too, because he did it not necessarily with he's getting NIL deals now with Mark Cuban and everything climbing on board, but, it's just old school meat and potatoes coaching.
Yeah.
With Signetti. And he's done a wonderful job doing it.
Well, they're mostly transfers, but do you want to invest in a freshman, a kid in high school that's going to come in, and by the time you develop him, he's going to leave you anyway? Or do you want to just go pluck a roster, save your money in the high school recruiting? Hey, if you want to be let's just say, use Florida as an example, you want to be a Gator, you can come be a Gator, but we're not going to break the bank for you, and we're going to wait till Austen Lane balls out at
Murray State,
and then we're going to go get him and pay him, and then we're going to have a bunch of older, experienced guys. I think that's part of Georgia's. Kirby's retaining a lot of his guys, but they're younger. It's hard. He's winning the recruiting. But a 23-year-old is a lot more physical than a 19-year-old.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. It's a huge
physically developed. No, there's always some freaks of nature, right,
Sure.
that are going to be high schoolers coming out and they're going to start right away. But no, give me the 23-year-old with more experience, that's more seasoned, that's more mature to handle those games where everything's on the line.
I'm starting to wonder that even at places like UNF and JU basketball. Right? It's cool to go get guys and develop them, but you're not going to keep them. So is it better to just go get older guys out of JUCO or leftovers that people don't necessarily want at the highest levels and almost reverse it, where you're getting those guys, you bring them in, but they're still older. Yeah. Because the bottom line is, how do you get older? Well, UNFs and JUs of the world can't get older.
No.
It's impossible to get older.
No.
So I wonder if you have to flip your whole thinking.
I feel sorry for him.
It's a throwback to 1960s and 70s in my way. But before I was born, you couldn't even play college as a freshman. You had to sit out, right? Like back in the day. That's what it is now. It's like everybody wants to be older. So I think that's a good point on Georgia because they were kind of young this year.
They get they've got. I mean, they're all going to be good, and they are holding on to a lot of them. It's not like Georgia's had a mass
because they'll
exodus.
get you to the NFL.
That's right.
Right? They
That's
love
right.
that part.
And Georgia's getting a discount for that, too, because they're going to get you to the NFL. But Indiana has 0 5-stars, right?
Yeah, this is the part that's going to be interesting for Signetti, to you guys' point. Now what?
Yeah.
Now how does can he keep it going?
Isn't that what we said last year?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
because he's got his JMU guys now. Some of them's graduated. So how would he do with more just newer faces on campus? And he did a pretty dang good job.
But when you have a bunch of 23, 24, 25-year-olds, they're not coming back.
Well,
right?
Yeah.
I don't think a bunch of them are coming back.
And in terms of the transfer portal recruiting class, I think they're number 2 or number 3. Indiana is.
I think you're right.
Which is
He's
unheard of.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but in 10 years ago, is anybody transferring to Indiana to play football? No.
You know what else is crazy? Just a real quick thought. He doesn't look like the guy that I'd want to go play for.
No, he seems like a jerk.
Oh yeah, even his demeanor doesn't seem like a guy that he's gonna motivate you.
But
It's
maybe
an act.
he's way better. Yeah, it's an act.
It's an act. Yeah, Hamby can't.
Hamby thinks
I don't disagree.
This is where me and Hamby
Thank you, Paul.
This is where we disagree. I like Signetti though.
I do too.
I think the proof is in the results, man. Maybe he doesn't give you those sound bites that you want from a Dan Lanning or something or a Kirby Smart, but I'm all for it, man.
I will be curious if he wins Monday night to see if it's a different guy. Surely he's going to show some emotion
You would hope.
and some smile, and he's just going to let it go. And maybe hopefully he doesn't get up there and go, well, we're going to do it again next year. I'm better than you. I knew we were going to do this and this.
I thought he had a little bit of that release 2 games ago to get in the Final Four. I thought he had a little bit of that.
But it's really Nick Saban-esque. Like, you never saw Nick Saban really smile on the sideline either.
And
it was
even
more
after the
chewing out Lane Kiffin.
game, he was kind of like, well, on to next year.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Shut up.
I got to go recruit. I got to go call recruits.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it for a second
I
here,
hear you.
can't we? All right. That is Paul Dozier. Let's go fishing and let's talk about everything else. That's what we do here on Thursdays, presented by Nimnicht Buick GMC. Once again, happy 85th anniversary to Nimnicht. And check them out, Nimnicht Buick GMC on Phillips Highway and NimnichtBuickGMC.com. Also, Armor Guard Exteriors, Gutter Helmet at NorthFlorida.com. You can save 25% as you head into 2026. Just tell them Action Sports Jacks sent you. Let's head to break with Captain Roger Bump, a fishing tip here on this Thursday in January.
Captain Roger here with your Action Sports Inshore Fishing Report for Northeast Florida. It's January 15th, and until today, water temperatures have remained in the low 60s. But after we get this major cold front tomorrow and through next week, water temperatures are going to get in the 50s, which is normal for this time of year. Your main focus areas should be small creeks and any residential dock areas, marinas, stuff like that to come off the intercoastal where there's a little slightly deeper water. Those are where you want to fish. Lure anglers, when you move the lure, you want to move it slow. You always want to slow down your movements. And in between your movements, you want to pause the lure longer. So keep that in mind. Whether you're throwing a paddle tail or a jerk bait, you want to slow it down. Live bait anglers, live shrimp on a float rig or a jig header is going to be your best 2 options for this time of year. Redfish, trout, black drum, you might even get a snook. You might even see a snook floating. We don't know what's going to happen with this cold front. There are a lot of snook, but they don't like the cold and they don't fare well, so we'll have to see what we're only going to have to see after this week. Until next week, next report, I'm Captain Roger Bump with your Action Sports Inshore Fishing Report for Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you.
If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit. When you hear that, you think Bono's Pit Barbecue, a staple in Northeast Florida now for 75 years. A place that feels like home with friendly service, a meeting place for friends, family, or business occasions. On the menu, the corn nuggets are a favorite in our house, but there's something for everyone. Sandwiches, platters, salads, sides, desserts, and family feasts. You see Bono's all over the place in Northeast Florida. You know, there are almost 20 locations in the Jacksonville area now, so stop on by, sit down, and dine in with Bono's. You can also take it to go. There are drive-thrus in many of the locations, and they have delivery options too. Just download the Bono's app to make things easy. I signed up for the loyalty program, and you can too, to get special offers. If Jacksonville is home, few things feel more Jacksonville than Bono's Pit Barbecue. Celebrate 75 years and many more to come. Bono's Pit Barbecue. If you don't see a pit, it ain't legit.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From the start in 1954 to today, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. I had a chance to see that commitment firsthand as Alive partnered with our Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team to bring you Armada men's and women's soccer broadcasts. Inside the 18, it is a shot, and it's a goal! Chloe Chivers! And that connection to the community continues with Alive Credit Union's support of the Police Athletic League of Jacksonville. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of all first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing is taking their 75-plus years of expertise and expanding to CGC Home Services. Water treatment and plumbing is still a big part of what they do, and now they can do even more for you. Home services like kitchen and bathroom remodeling, showers, sinks, faucets, toilet repair, backflow testing, and the list keeps going. Find all they can do at cgchomeservices.com or give them a call, 904-298-7052. It's a new look and a new name with the same expertise. They've been serving homes like yours since 1946. CGC Home Services, right here in Jacksonville off St. John's Bluff Road, 904-298-7052. And visit cgchomeservices.com. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to easily access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device. First, launch Roku. Next, use the menu list to scroll down to the search feature. Then, use the remote to enter Action News Jax into the search bar, and then click Action News Jax thumbnail. Once you see this screen, go ahead and select Add App. Wait a few seconds for it to install. Once it finishes installing, press the star button on your remote and click on Move App or Move App to the top. Finally, select the app back on your home screen to open it. Now you can watch all the great content on Action News Jax Now. Live daily breaking news.
We have breaking news happening right now in Clay County.
First alert weather and traffic.
Looks like we have a tornado warning. Let's take a look at that.
Action Sports Jax 24/7.
We've got the Brent and Austin Show daily, live sporting events, and long-form interviews you can't see anywhere else.
And shows like Law and Crime and much more. And that's how you access Action News Jax Now using your Roku device.
Grab some friends and go to a restaurant or head out for a drink and some conversation. Watch your favorite team play on the big screen. Or how about play some games? You can do all of that in one night at Best Bet. Each location has a different vibe, its own personality, like here at the original Best Bet in Orange Park. When you walk through these doors, everybody knows your name. And here in St. Augustine, it's the newest location. Play some poker. How about the table games? And don't forget about Ace's Sports Bar and Grill. And then there's the Jacksonville location right here on Monument Road. It's the biggest poker room in the state of Florida. Maybe you'll find yourself a seat right here at the final table. Best Bet, where you can have the best of times. And that makes you always go home a winner. Try any of the 3 locations, and you can always visit bestbetjax.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austin Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
What's happening? Back at it on a Thursday here on the Brent and Austin Show, Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Brent Martineau, Austen Lane, but we just keep rotating people in.
Oh, yeah. Yep, it's the assembly
Seat's
line,
been
man.
hot.
It's the revolving door. Mr. 107K by Wednesday.
Oh, is that what we're at?
107.
107. Well done.
Who else did you have today?
We had a little baseball conversation at 11. Got a camp and a clinic coming up for SBK Saturday morning. And then we just had Paul roll in.
I was just asking names, big dog, not they were promoted.
Well, if I said names, you wouldn't have any idea.
Well, this conversation would be over. We'd be on to the next. That's all I was looking
Well,
for.
maybe you shouldn't ask questions. How about you just sit there and talk? Oh, how about that?
Nice.
Judge.
First off, that was not a burn. No need
Judge?
for
I'm staying out of this one.
Okay, I won't ask no
This
questions, but I'll sit here and talk. Explain that one. I can't say explain that one. That's a question.
National championship Gators looked good last night.
2 nights ago.
Was that 2 nights ago?
Yes, sir.
Oklahoma? What day is it?
It's
today's Thursday.
They played on Tuesday night. Yesterday was Wednesday.
It's Thursday today.
Yeah, it is Thursday, isn't
yeah.
it?
They did look good, though. They probably looked good last night in practice, too, I had a feeling.
You would know, probably. Just ask Todd when you see him in the parking lot.
Is the tall
Your
kid
buddy.
playing or not? The 7'9"er?
Nah, he don't play.
Nah. Is he going to,
He does have like 4 points.
He has played.
Yeah, I know. But is he going to, is he.
No.
No?
Walking
Dang. I'm
and
saying,
chewing gum, man, is a hard thing to do.
He's
when you're
huge,
7'9".
Well, he's 7'9".
I know.
You can't find a. So it's bad, huh?
He's not bad. It's just,
Well, I'm saying, do you think he could transfer and get playing time someplace
Yeah, he
else?
would.
Or do you think he's going to eventually grow into a starting role?
I honestly don't
grow
know.
into, like, pun intended. But.
I don't know what they're going to do with him. But, yeah, I mean, if he could transfer to UNF and play every minute, well, not every minute because he physically couldn't. But, like, yeah, I mean, I'm sure he would.
Body could not take that abuse.
He would play elsewhere. And I don't want to say because it's a gimmick, but, like, he can't play, I don't think, high-level minutes at an SEC school. Like, he's just too.
I need to see more because I've watched the game that he went in and everything, and I was like enthralled.
What would he do at UNF?
play, I assume.
No,
Yeah,
like, would he
you'd think-
dominate like in
No.
the A-Sun?
I don't think so.
No?
Well, in small samples, I think. I think the problem is with this is just my guess. You can't rely on him to get back on like the pace.
Yeah.
So if you're going to play a high pace, which the Gators are going to try to do more times than not.
So would a UNF.
Yeah, but now I feel like this is just me. If you're UNF or JU,
Yeah.
because there is not a human being in the A-Sun that can
Just
defend.
don't even let him play offense. Just let him stand like on,
Yeah.
like just
You
let him
just play
cherry pick
defense
on
with
defense. Yeah, just let him cherry pick on defense.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and just
I
go
see.
like this the whole time.
Yeah. I mean,
Have fun trying to drive on him.
Whichever way you want to play that card, whether offense or defense,
Or
you're going to
offense.
drop 50 or have like 30 blocks. I think, personally. In the
Yeah.
A-Sun.
That would be the tougher decision, really. Like, which side can you use him
But-
on?
That's the Travis Hunter
Probably
all over
defense.
again.
One side of the court, you would only have 4. So,
Yeah,
gotta
you
figure
just.
that
I
part
guess
out.
you got to play a guy like that in short
We could have
spurts.
One side of the court, we have 4 regardless. You'd have 4 on D. Okay, I get what you're saying. I'm sorry. My
Yeah,
bad. Okay, yeah, got it.
Short spurts. How about 3-minute clips?
Yes.
You got to get them out of there.
I agree.
You
Yeah.
know, probably like twice a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, see, then it depends on if you bring him in at like 10 minutes, or 10 minutes, and then he plays. You get the under 8, so then you rest him, but then he goes back in until like 6, and you take him out. You bring him back in.
Yeah, you can manage that.
I mean, at least like have him. Whatever. If it's like a game. Okay, so say like Florida's up by 2, right? 2 seconds left. Inbound play.
I would put him in.
Put him in for either by the hoop or guarding the inbound passer.
Guarding the inbound for sure.
Yeah.
I
Well,
would
either
think.
one. Yeah.
I mean, how you getting over that?
That's what I'm saying. Hey, just stand like this and just be 7'9" or whatever you
If
are.
you were 7'9", do you think it would be hard to not goaltend?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think
Yeah.
Like, because it would be so natural. Everything's above the rim.
Well, because you'd be goaltending like at your wrist. You'd just be like
Yeah,
trying to go
that's
for
what
a
I'm
block. Oh, that's a goaltend.
Yeah.
You know?
Or
Imagine
maybe
how
you can get the ball going up still.
Imagine how often they'd be reviewing stuff, because he'd be blocking like jump shots.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, "Is it arcing down?"
Isn't
Like,
it amazing? Like the way you were talking about that, like with that doesn't work.
What's that?
Like that he can't play.
too big?
He's
He's
too
actually
big.
too big. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't make logical sense, because all the things that we're saying are like, oh my gosh, he'd block everything and do this.
Yeah.
But that's not the reality of it, especially at that level. But again, we'd even have problems at like an A-Sun level, because he can't move, he can't do some things. His flaws are there, along with being 7'9". It's
Yeah.
just amazing.
I would
If I
take
told
it,
my
though.
mom, like, hey, I got a 7'9" basketball player or whatever, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, he must be unbelievable.
Yeah.
Must be like LeBron James
Not quite.
in terms of the
But
dominance.
then it kind of makes you appreciate Wemby for what he can do.
True.
Because he takes the
It's
7'4" and he's like, oh, that's cool. I'm not going to play in the post, though. I'm just going to run the point and
Yeah.
shoot 3-pointers
That's true.
and cross people over and break their ankles. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, Rue's not doing that.
Yeah, he's a different animal in that sense. But this is more Wilt Chamberlain like. Like Chamberlain, when he played, he was so big and so much bigger than everybody else.
Right.
Sure.
That we saw the domination. I mean, you couldn't even dunk back then. Like it was a Wilt Chamberlain rule. But now everybody's that size.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this guy coming in, nobody's that size.
No.
Even Wembanyama's what's that? 5 inches.
Yeah.
Which is
He would
What,
look
7'4"?
somewhat small.
Yeah, he would.
Like honestly, he'd be like, "Oh, that guy's kind of."
Be like me next to Shaq or something.
Yeah.
It makes 0 sense.
But it, like, in fairness to the kid, like if he did transfer to UNF, not JU, I wouldn't buy a JU jersey. But like if he went to UNF, I'd buy his jersey at UNF. I go to all the games because it'd be cool.
Dude,
like,
that would be
for a couple minutes.
It would be kind of cool.
They might lose, but who cares?
Like it almost would be you have a better chance of it being a thing.
No, go to like
Yeah, because he has to play for it to
Because
be
he'd
a
have
thing.
to play.
But he's got to go to like a school where like he's got a chance to play in the tournament because like he would be one of like the must see games in the tournament.
Yeah.
I know well, but I'm saying he has to go to pick a school that.
Yeah, I get you. That's
Yeah.
why D1, a smaller D1, where you could do that, or
Yeah.
Ivy League or something like that.
Be like a San Francisco, like a dominant team in one of those conferences with an
Oakland.
automatic bid. It'd be like the A-Sun.
Yeah,
if,
yeah.
Like you could.
Yeah. Santa Clara.
Yeah.
Well, Santa Clara's actually pretty good.
Yeah, Murray State. Actually, Murray State's pretty good
State would
too.
be good.
Do they get an automatic bid that conference?
Yeah. They
Well,
sometimes get
they're
2 in,
they're
don't
they're in the
they?
mountain now. Yeah,
They're in the mountain. West?
whatever. Is it a mountain? What with like North Dakota State and all those schools?
Is that who they're with now?
Yeah, they're doing their thing
What
though.
were they in the OVC?
OVC, but the OVC kind of like disbanded.
Yeah.
Now I think it's just Belmont and the OVC. That's about it.
Wasn't Belmont in the A-Sun?
Belmont wasn't.
Oh, maybe Belmont then moved already too. Yeah, the OVC is not
No,
much.
Belmont
to,
was in the A-Sun and went to the OVC.
Oh, okay.
I think they're still in the OVC.
Who knows?
But Murray State, like when they were in the OVC, there were multiple bids in that league, though. Usually, right?
No, usually you just get one.
Oh, usually
you
just
have to
the one?
you have to win the tournament. There was that one year, I think that was Jaws' year, when they lost like 2 games, where they said if they would have lost the tournament, they still would have got in. Okay. But it's a rarity.
It's still hard.
Yeah, you're only getting one usually.
Really?
Hey, you have to win the conference tournament.
Well, I tell you what, if the OVC is only a one-bid league, like a league like the ASUN is never getting 2 teams in. Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how good you are. Like
Yeah.
you'll never get 2 teams in. Because I thought the OVC was like a little bit of a just step below.
Well,
some of those bigger
I don't know. The ASUN always plays like UNF plays the schedule. If you beat those teams, you'd get in.
Yeah,
you'd have to legitimately be like John. You'd need a John Morant.
I stand I stand corrected, by the way. It's the Missouri Valley Conference, and Belmont actually joined them. So
Okay.
yeah. So you might. I mean, it'll probably be between Belmont and Murray State to
That'll
win the
probably be a
tournament.
one-bid league too then.
Oh yeah, you got Murray State 7-0 in conference, Belmont 6-2, and then Bradley 6-2 as well. I don't even know where Bradley is.
Connecticut.
Okay.
It's a guess. That's what their airport's named.
No, Bradley? Bradley's in Illinois.
Missed it by that.
But the
much.
Connecticut airport is Bradley something.
It is. I don't think it's Indiana. I think it's Illinois or Bradley.
Okay.
Bradley's been good at times.
I'm assuming the logo's a B, but that's about all I got.
You assume correcely. It's a red B. It's in Peoria, Illinois.
Huh.
I can find out their mascot.
like
Brent, are you going
market 140
Bulldogs?
something.
Brent, you going with Bulldogs?
I feel like it's not right.
Their mascot's name is Kaboom. Waiting to see what Kaboom actually is.
The Bradley fireworks.
What the hell is this?
Fireworks.
No,
New Jersey.
I will give you guys 20 guesses to guess what the mascot of Bradley is.
Give us a letter. Is it alliteration or not?
I'm just making sure that the mascot is actually what they're called, if that makes sense. 1 second,
Sure
please.
thing.
Yeah, because once I explain it to you, you'll figure it out. But
what goes on in Peoria, Illinois? Hamby? All right.
Hamby, are you looking up? See what okay?
I've been to Quincy, Illinois, but not Peoria.
Okay, yeah, we'll go with this.
It's a TV market climb.
So you guys have 20 guesses to guess what the Bradley mascot is.
What's the letter? First letter.
G.
G. Gorillas.
No. And I'm going to be honest, I've never heard this as a school mascot, ever. In any school, sport, any sport at all, professional, anything.
Green beans.
No. Green beans.
Not bad.
Hamby, you seen it?
Not a bad
No,
guess.
I'm not looking up. No.
Oh, Hamby, come on, man. Come on, play along then.
Grasshoppers.
Nope, but I mean,
Kaboom. You got to tie Kaboom in here.
I'm going to be honest, Kaboom makes no sense either.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm back. Grasshoppers.
I was thinking like some Marvel thing or something like that.
It's a superhero.
No.
How about the
Green Lantern?
No.
The geysers?
Say what? Actually, that's not a terrible guess.
Well, by the way, how many G words are you can't turn your nose up at a geyser's guess. You're telling you you've never
pause.
heard of anything.
Well, yeah, I know.
That's what I was doing.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
Okay, that was 5. You guys got 15 more.
I mean,
This is the game today, I
everything's
guess.
on the table here.
You're not wrong. You guys need another hint?
Is it stupid?
Well, of course.
Kind of badass if you look at it. If you think of like,
What do I think of G? Like,
if you think of like, I don't want to see. That's gonna give it away.
what's like is there a G like a dog? Big dog? That's like the
Greyhound?
mass. That's the mass.
No, but I mean that's a good guess. Greyhound.
Greyhound would have been good, but
Goldfish.
That's been used.
No.
How on earth did
That's-
we get
come
from
on now.
Greyhound to Goldfish?
Come on, man.
Have some respect.
How about the goat?
Gustafsson.
8.
Gustafsson.
Not-
Gustav.
Whoa.
Brent's speaking Swedish.
Okay, I see where you're going. Like a Viking of some sort?
The
like
Alexander Gustafssons. Nope, that's 9.
Do we get any kind of hint?
The
here?
golfers.
10.
Gophers.
There's the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Come on,
no, man.
you idiots.
11. I'll give you guys
Don't
a
be
hint.
wasting guesses.
From my childhood.
You've done nothing. You're just sitting there.
I know, but I'm not going Gophers.
From my childhood, there was a popular TV show that was animated that was based off them. And if you want even more of a clue, it was on Fox. Major
Fox.
cartoon.
I should know.
Growing up, you've heard of it for sure.
Gargoyles.
Nailed it.
Hey!
Brent
That is
Martineau.
the upset of the week.
Brent Martineau out of. Oh,
2026.
Brent's like, oh, what's that? Animated cartoon on Fox? Yeah, it's Gargoyles.
That was impressive.
That's crazy.
That is pretty gnarly.
It almost looks like that's the inspiration for the gorillas.
What?
The band, like the arm that I'm looking at. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Can we see the mascot now?
Yeah, show the mascot, man.
Seriously, where did this thing come from? I've never heard of the Bradley Gargoyles.
Yeah, look at this dude.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's what I'm saying. I was thrown back. Hamby, you put a picture on the stream there.
I got it.
Show
Looks
the
like
people.
a better Dumbo.
I'm not going to look it up because you're already looking up. When did that change?
I've no,
Like it absolutely changed. It wasn't. They were like the Bradley Bulldogs at like in 1992.
I mean, I feel like you're thinking Butler, but look at this guy. Look at him.
I'm not saying.
Look at him up to no good.
That's awesome.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I looked that up too.
But they had to change. They went through a mascot change, and it was a vote on campus. And they got to the Gargoyles in early 2000, whatever.
Please hold. Please hold.
And we're like, we're going to be, and which I appreciate. We're going to be something that nobody else is.
That says meet the Braves.
They're the Bradley Braves.
Oh, wait, hold up. Maybe they changed the Braves to the Gargoyles? Is that, you know what I'm saying? Are we,
the chat's probably told us all along that they're the Braves.
Are they the Braves now? Kaboom the Gargoyles. I think they may have changed from the Braves to the Gargoyles because
That
the
would
Braves.
make sense for what you were saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like they were.
Yeah.
Now that you say Bradley Braves, I do remember.
But why is the Kaboom?
Bradley was pretty good. Like they were kind of Butler-esque for a few years. No, they were, seriously. They were one of those kind of schools. I don't remember when it was.
What's going on in the third picture?
Oh, that's Providence, right?
Friars, baby.
Yeah, isn't that Providence?
That's the mascot?
Is that the Providence Friar?
That might be the Providence
This
Friars.
guy's terrified.
Oh, dude, he's cultish. That's very cultish right there.
There's no scenario that's a real mascot
Dude,
in 26.
go to the right one in the second row.
Yeah, I see it all the way at the end.
No,
Would
this says
you guys like some Kool-Aid?
This is from Bradley University.
That's their other mascot? We got to do a deep dive.
That's the Brave?
We got to do a Bradley episode sometime.
I think we are currently.
Well, even more, though.
I think we're locked into it right now.
Okay.
That's foul. You can't run that out there.
Meet the Braves.
That looks like the dude from Jimmy Neutron. Sheen. That's like Sheen.
Oh, my God.
That looks like Sheen.
Sheen joined a cult. That's crazy.
That's Sheen in a cult. You
That's
can't tell
Sheen
me
in a
it's
cult.
not.
I'm going to be honest.
Now I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
Look up Sheen Jimmy Neutron.
I stand corrected. They're the Braves. So, my bad, everybody.
Bruh. You've got to be kidding
My
me.
bad, everybody. I mean, I
That's a
thought
fun
it was
exercise either way.
to type in Bradley Gargoyles and it comes up too. That's my bad, everybody.
I was like, I know they.
So Kaboom
why
is the
does that come
gargoyle.
up? That's it because that's the name of the gargoyle of.
I don't
No,
know.
Kaboom must.
Type in Bradley Gargoyles. It comes up.
How did we get this mix from Braves to that?
I want to know what Sheen's doing, bro. That's the part that doesn't. I don't get it all. Who is he?
Has chosen a gargoyle as its new mascot for the first time in 2 decades following a 2-year process of a focus group and survey. The university chose a gargoyle after the gargoyle, the thinker, which sits atop the Hayden Clark Alumni Center on campus.
It's this right here, second
Kaboom
picture.
Is molded after the gargoyle, which has had its presence on campus since its inception as part of the architecture of the school's signature building, Bradley Hall.
There you go.
There we go.
The name Kaboom comes from the Hall of Fame voice of Bradley Braves, Dave Snell.
That's
the
cool.
word Kaboom.
Very good.
How about that?
That's pretty cool. That the play-by-play guy got the name of the mascot.
Okay, well then do we need to go into what the first mascot was supposed to be? Because like that looks like a preacher dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't get
It does look like
Brave.
it would come from the Friars.
Yeah.
I don't know what the context of that one is.
All right, well stay tuned. We'll break that down
That was
later.
fascinating. Maybe we should do this every week.
Look, dude, that's Sheen, bro.
That is such Sheen.
You can't tell me they didn't go to Nickelodeon and say we need a Sheen head
That is
cutout
pretty-
for that is Sheen, bro. I don't know who the monkey is, but that's Sheen.
After
So what is this? Like I don't even know
Okay,
that's a
well,
show.
Jimmy, you
Bro,
don't know Jimmy
Sheen-
Neutron?
No.
Sheen was a side character. He was one of Jimmy Neutron's
I've heard of
friends.
Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah,
Him and
Boy
Carl.
Genius.
All right.
Him and Carl. And apparently Sheen got his own show, Planet Sheen.
All right, do you guys want now?
But that's
Do you guys want a little dose of reality about the mascots now, what it used to be? Or
Please.
Okay.
Do we is the question.
That's what I'm saying. Do you guys want the old? Okay, well, there we go.
We got nothing else to do.
The old mascot of Bradley University was Chief Bradley, a Native American character that was used from the 19th century until the 1980s. This mascot was often accompanied by a hawk named Tommy Hawk.
Oh, no.
Yeah. The university faced backlash for using Native American imagery, leading to the removal of the mascot in the late 1980s to 1990s. After a period without a mascot, Brad E. Lee, a caricature of an American Indian, was retired for being offensive.
That happened in the 90s, huh?
The university then introduced Kaboom the Gargoyle in 2014, marking the first mascot since 2000 when the Bobcat was eliminated.
They went 14 years without a mascot?
What the jersey just had Bradley?
I guess.
Washington football team.
Yeah.
Similar.
That's what it
Bradley
seems like.
basketball
They
team.
went 14 years without a mascot. That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is a fascinating game to play, like for me especially, because I knew all the teams in the 80s and 90s growing up as a kid. I saw them, I just knew them all.
Yeah.
But how many have changed is the question. In the last 20 years is probably like this.
Kaboom was named the most terrifying mascot in college sports by USA Today.
Really?
Like, that's a thing.
Huh.
Like, that's a thing. Okay.
All right, speaking of a thing, we got the hockey video. I know it's a couple of days old now.
Oh.
At least we get to this on the heels of the Jags.
This is not AI, ladies and gentlemen. This is real. This happened in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Of course
during
it did.
during the Might, in between period game that
Mighty
they always
Mites.
have, the Mighty Mites. And this is absolute chaos. Casey, have you seen this yet?
No.
Casey, watch the. Keep your eyes on the goalie the whole time, please. Oh, just wait.
Oh, it gets
There's
better.
my
friendly
goodness.
fire. Just wait. Now watch these kids on the bottom here. High five. They're off it.
Oh.
Now watch the goalie here again. The goalie's not done yet. Has to get back in the crease. But wait, boom.
Goalie is a menace to
But hey,
society.
we're not done though. We got one more in him, does he? Watch this one.
He's going to be at full speed.
Watch this one. Boom, laid him out. Dude, if that was my son getting cheap shotted, I'm hopping the glass. I'm hopping the. So watch all the chaos that takes part here.
This is amazing.
It's amazing.
So
video.
ground and pound.
Yep.
Now watch the kid coming in number 44, starts punching his own teammate. Watch this stuff coming up here. Goes after his own teammate and starts punching him. And now look at this. we got blue on blue crime. By the way, the other goalie just chilling in the net.
Did nothing.
Could care less. There's a high five at the bottom.
Look at him. He's ready to stop a shot, the other goalie. He's like,
he's like, we playing or not?
That is.
And then here comes.
This goalie, bro.
Oh, just wait.
This kid's going to be in jail soon.
Who are you telling?
For like real crime.
This kid is a menace. Right here. No rhyme or reason. We'll see you. Thanks for playing. Get off my friend. And then he skates back down to play.
Because it kind of feels like they're still playing hockey.
A little bit. There's some kids that just want to play the game, and there's some kids that are like, hey, this is our opportunity.
Yeah, so I wanted to see the fallout on this. Because my biggest question when you sent me that video and I watched it, I was like, what in the world? First of all, it was like amazing.
Yes.
And where are the people breaking this up?
We're all good, man. Hey, Brent,
Right?
it's hockey, man. You have to let it it's its own jurisdiction.
I guess they didn't have little referees.
They must have had little referees. Well, you know why? As I read a story
It's
on it now,
scripted?
it was staged.
Okay, even if it's staged.
No.
Yes.
Well, you know what? Shout out to the goalie because I'm sure they didn't tell him to go be a menace at full speed.
Yeah, you think it's staged when that kid hit
That's what this article
the
says.
back of the head on the ice like
It
that?
says, and now obviously there's disciplinary action involved for everybody that was involved with it, and they're having a review and all the stuff that goes along with it.
Okay,
But
so
they
like-
were all 8 and under. Which, by the way, was that goalie 8 and under? That goalie was huge.
Yeah.
But apparently, in this article, at least, they call it a staged fight.
Who wrote the article?
This is off NBC.
Okay, so even so maybe they told the kids like, hey, go out there, you guys can mix it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think they're expecting that though.
Yeah, it'd be pretty
Because I
wild
think
to be
kids got
expecting
actually
that.
like a little banged up from that.
I don't think they expected the other goalie to skate all the way from the other side of the ice at full speed and kill 2 different kids. I don't think they saw that one coming.
The mites on ice.
I'm gonna be honest, man. If they had pay-per-view for that, I'll tune in.
If that was a traveling show, I'd go.
Yeah, if you want to start having like, might hockey fights on ESPN 8, sign me up.
ESPN.
The Ocho.
I'm
Put
down.
them on Action Sports Jacks 24/7 Network. Here we go.
Get them on the network.
You're gonna put
I wonder what
kids
kind of
fighting on your
discipline you
network?
get.
That's great.
What kind of discipline? Hey, what do you think they're gonna do?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
the
what can you
Atlantic
do?
They're not gonna
Amateur
arrest
Hockey
these kids.
Association.
The goalie they might want to consider.
It was pretty good, by the way. Officials said the stage altercation ran counter to that mission and to broader efforts to promote sportsmanship and safety among young players. Oh, there's going to be some great quotes that come out of this one.
Yikes.
That was amazing. that is
great.
staged. Like, who in their right mind would stage that?
But also, some kids didn't want to do it. It seemed like.
I mean, I could see a scenario. Like, listen, I can imagine whoever's coaching that team is probably some no good that played hockey like up to college. And I can see a scenario where if me and my friends were coaching a hockey team, we'd be like, I got an idea.
Yeah.
No, let's
I
fight
guess
the
I
other
can
team.
get it. But the crazy part, I think earlier in that video you guys saw, like the kid comes jumping on the pile. He's got skates on. Man.
I know.
That's
Oh, yeah, be
dangerous.
careful.
Run
Yeah.
that back if you have it. Let's see the kid jump with the skates.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Dude,
could
I've been
see
cut
if-
that way in my leg.
I could see you staging a fist like this part right there.
Yeah.
Stage
Yeah,
that,
no, for
okay.
sure.
The rest of it
But
is
when
like,
it goes to the ground, then you got to stop.
You gotta stop
You can't
it.
ground and pound people.
and the kid comes flying in right here, doesn't he?
Yep. So, because I've seen this a million times, for 44, the kid came flying in.
Like that.
Now watch
That
this.
could have been
See,
skates in
Blue
the
on
face.
blue crime.
face
Blue
right
on blue
there.
crime. If I'm the dad of the goalie in blue, we're going to have to talk. Because he's just staying in the crease, not doing anything.
There's another element when you showed me this, and my eyes go to the fans.
Watch the bottom now. The kids just give a high
Because
five.
they're
High
like-
five the bottom. Oh, you missed it.
Watch the fans. Because the fans are like, what
She's
are we
recording. This lady in the cowboy hat is recording.
Oh, I'd
they're
be
like,
in
what are we
shock.
supposed to do? We can't cheer this on.
Well, why are there
and
so
we
many
can't go
people
stop
there?
it.
Because
It was
it's
a Hershey,
it's halftime of like a hockey game.
Yeah, it's like a minor
Come
league hockey
on.
game.
Get out
It's
the
like
club,
they're-
he said.
It's
There's
like
two
their
things
Iceman,
to do in
probably.
Hershey, Pennsylvania, man. I mean, just go to a hockey game, minor leagues,
And have a
and go to
chocolate.
Hershey Park.
Get some chocolate.
Settle down. My wife's from Hershey. She had plenty of stuff to do.
That's the two things.
Stick it
she
up
did.
for Amanda. I like it.
No, she had
Is
plenty
she
of
from
stuff.
Hershey?
Yes.
How many times she
Has she ever been to
Park?
I didn't just make that up. That wasn't just something that I've been sitting on waiting.
Has she been to a
lie on.
Hershey hockey game?
I don't know.
I'll have to ask her.
Absolutely. It's one of two things to do.
Okay.
It's not. She had a whole life up until she moved.
Should we take odds on it?
How many
I
times
feel
has
like
she been to Hershey
Hershey's
Park?
just like the Willy Wonka factory, and then
ask
it's
her.
just like everything out.
Have you been to Hershey Park?
No.
You haven't been up there?
No.
Hershey Park was it's like Disney World up there.
Really?
Yeah.
So they have just like rides that
It's
are
like
like
a
kind
Six
of
Flags-y
chocolate
kinda
themed, but it's
thing.
chocolate themed, or
I
not?
don't know that part.
Okay.
I don't know that part. I
It's
just
like
know when
Willy
I was a
Wonka's.
kid, like Hershey Park was a place if you liked roller coasters and stuff.
Okay.
It felt like it was before Six Flags. Like
Gotcha.
you would go to Hershey Park just to go to the
Okay.
amusement park. But I don't know if it's still a big thing.
You guys see the nose on the Auburn basketball coach? This was my last text to Amanda. Look at this.
It's a schnoz.
Pearl's
I can
son?
relate.
Is that a Pearl
That's
son?
not. Is
Look at
that?
this.
That's Bruce Pearl's son.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's crazy. That was my last text with Amanda, so it made me think about it.
Thanks for taking us inside.
Oh man.
All right, let's get on track. You can give us an answer when you come back. We'll come back on the Brent and Austen show. And
We had some
the judge-
debating. Yeah.
The judge is here when we come back. Welcome inside the Armor Guard exterior and gutter helmet showroom. There's a lot going on, like glass exteriors, replacement windows, and down there we have the retractable screens and awnings, plus hurricane protection. Let's talk more about those gutters, and to do that, we bring in Kevin. He's the owner, he's the expert. Why Gutter Helmet?
Well, Gutter Helmet is truly the only maintenance-free product. It lets the trash and debris go on the ground, the water wraps around and goes inside. Unlike filters, they sit on top of the gutters, and the trash and debris build up on top of filters, which requires maintenance. With Gutter Helmet, we're going to keep you off the ladder, the most dangerous thing in your garage. With Gutter Helmet, you'll never clean your gutters again. So get off the ladder and put on the helmet. Gutter Helmet.
Get a free estimate at gutterhelmetofnorthflorida.com. You can also call 904-762-7779 or visit the showroom on St. John's Bluff Road in Jacksonville.
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax Pal.
It's one of the hot spots in the area.
Welcome you to String Sports Brewery out at the beach. Big crowd on hand tonight. The fans are here.
And now, the newest hot spot at the beach is open. String Sports Brewery in Jax Beach has opened its doors with rave reviews.
We're going to be fans forever.
Cozy up to the bar. Grab a seat in the sports-themed restaurant. Or grab a seat outside and feel that breeze coming off the beach as the weather warms. Just like the original location in Springfield, try the popular beer menu and come for lunch or dinner too, because the food is fantastic.
We got a special guest in the house. He's happy. He's feeling good. He's Trayvon Walker.
It's where we hosted Jags Report Live in the football season, and the String Sports Brewery staff can't wait to host you. Hey, welcome back here to String Sports Brewery. And if you haven't checked out the new location in Jax Beach, you got to do it. String Sports Brewery, now with 2 locations in Springfield and now open in Jax Beach on Penman Road.
Sun's out, suits out. That's right, it's summertime in Florida, which means it's time to say goodbye to bulking season and hello to shredding season. But if you're like me, you're having a hard time sculpting and shaping those final pounds. That is until I came and saw my friends over at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Right now, everyone is hopping on the Evolve X train, and the only destination is finding your perfect summer body. The technology uses electrical muscle stimulation and radio frequency energy to cause your muscles to contract, all while heating up those deep layers of your skin and tissue to produce collagen and reduce fat. It's like doing 1,000 sit-ups in 30 minutes. No pain, no needles, just results, right? That's right. So leave those winter layers back at the station and come look and feel your best with the team here at Ponte Vedra Vein and Aesthetics. Visit them at one of their 2 locations, either over in Ponte Vedra or on the south side.
Hey guys, we got a new player today. I hear he's pretty good.
Heard this guy played in the NFL.
I think he's an MMA fighter. I've actually been on his show, the Brent and Austen show.
Football and fighting, that's the easy part. Let's see if I still have it on the ice. What the heck, man? Who is this guy? He's saving everything.
Leave the hockey to the pros, man. It's hockey season. Come on out and see the Icemen play. Get your tickets at JacksonvilleIcemen.com.
Welcome back to the Brent and Austen Show, streaming on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network.
What are you laughing at, Doc?
Well, this isn't.
Huh?
I'm not gonna.
Is this a Daniel Griffiths graph? No.
Gonna remove myself from this conversation.
You got nothing?
Let's see what Brent's got to say about it. I don't know.
Brent, can you help us, please? Because I'm not good with numbers.
I'm removing
and math.
myself from the situation.
Hamby had this graphic. He said he wanted to wait to do the judge until we talked about this.
I wanted you to be the judge.
Oh, of this? Well,
oh, we're just gonna do this. Okay, cool.
Me personally,
I thought we were trying to be professional. Okay.
You know, if I'm reading
trying
it,
to be professional. Really, we just talked about gargoyles for the last 40 minutes.
Yeah, but you know,
if I'm reading this right, now I'm not the smartest person that's ever lived. If I'm reading this right, whoever made this graphic is just an idiot, known stupid, because I'm seeing, if I'm reading this right, you got, let's see here, multiple of the same channel, multiple of the same company, all in second, third, and fourth, which all should be together, which would mean your goofy little graphic just got mollywomped. Your little 5,229 got, I mean, it's what, 3, 3, and 2, add some, that's like 1,000.
9,000.
It's like 9,000 to 5,000. Like, which known idiot made this graphic?
Thanks for catching that. I just wanted to, isn't there a meme like, should we tell them?
Am I seeing this right?
Yeah, I think that's what I saw. Like, so really Action Sports Jax has about 9,000 and whatever the other has 5,000.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
And then 964.
That's really bad.
Well, whatever. I mean, I'm not going to sit here. This is why we don't do this, by the way. We don't do this a lot. But since they brought it up, I just thought it was kind of interesting that AS Jacks 9,000 to 5,000.
That's crazy. You make a graphic to let everybody in Jackson know you
And
got
I would say
mollywopped.
there's probably a couple other things wrong on that, but I won't get into it. So anyway, I'm glad you interpreted it that way.
That's insane.
Interesting.
That's embarrassing.
Why are we doing this, by the way?
Come on, what you got?
We just shouldn't.
No. Brent, sorry. I'm just looking at the screen. We shouldn't do this, or they shouldn't?
They shouldn't be doing this.
It's clown.
This is like the last couple of weeks, twice in the last month.
It happened again?
Not that in particular, just another call out. Just shouldn't be doing it. Anyway.
It's about the children.
But we just want to make sure
It's about the kids.
Thanks for sharing.
Look at them smiling. They're like, we screwed this graphic up.
I like them too, by the way. So it's probably somebody from the company.
I don't. I'm sorry. That's embarrassing. I wouldn't show your face in public. Call him Mark Long.
All right.
Whoa.
This show gets more and more
political, going towards that route every single day. That's all
How are we
I'm gonna
doing
say.
political? What's political about that?
Well, I feel like you're talking about the competition, yeah?
Yeah, but did you see they're idiots?
I honestly, it's numbers, man. I don't care. I don't.
Oh, okay.
But I know that I'm sure the station does a lot better in terms of covering and everything.
They
but
do.
I feel like you don't need to address it.
Listen, I'm not if anything, I'm not the biggest supporter of what goes on here, but I will call out idiots when I see them.
Okay, I appreciate it, man. That's your prerogative. I don't give the idiots attention. That's my
I
thing.
like that.
Yeah. But that's how I've always been, though. Well, no, correction, the past couple years.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, there's recent, we wanted to go on a full team live on something.
Oh, that's right.
About a month ago.
Yeah, and did I not rescind what I was going to say and not say it? Because it could have been a lot.
You did.
Oh, are we laughing about it? Because I could have said something really bad that would have made people look really bad about it. But I decided to be take the high road and be
we're not saying anything
hopefully
bad
it doesn't
about
happen
anybody.
again. Okay.
I didn't say anything bad. I said I like those folks.
Okay.
I said some stuff.
Casey said some stuff.
But you didn't say anything that bad. It's just that we added numbers.
Yeah, idiots.
I called them known idiots 4 times, and I stand by it, by the way. Listen, I'm just calling it as
the
I see it.
opinions of Casey Kurtz.
Correct.
Don't necessarily.
I don't work here. I'm not on the payroll, so I'm
man.
just reading and reacting to what I'm seeing. Brent didn't say it. Austin didn't say it. I don't work here. I just said it.
I don't work here. I mean, I'm freelancing, baby. You know what I'm saying?
So you could have said it.
I could have said it. But I'm not. I don't want to. Yeah. I don't want to.
Well, I'll say it. I don't.
Yeah.
Mind.
Say it, man.
No, I did.
I'm still waiting for
That was funny.
across the hall to pick up again, but I feel like people decline to escalate the situation further.
Oh, the other one.
The other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That nothing ever came of that?
That's what I heard.
Actually, you know what? Nothing ever did come about that.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Should we start it back up?
Jay, Casey, you just say when.
This might be too much. By the way, I will give you one thing. I'm not going to give you specific numbers on the Jags-Bills game locally, but I don't think I'm allowed to give specific numbers. But I will tell you that was like a very small number away from what this market did for the Super Bowl last year. So the Jags-Bills game was like a Super Bowl number in Jacksonville.
Put that on a bar graph and then put what Channel 4 had on.
Yeah, seriously, it was like a heck of a number. I know people like that stuff. I mean, we did the national number, obviously the millions. It's a different thing than a local number.
What was it, 33 million?
The 33 million for the national number that they put out there. Like locally, we don't put those kind of things, graphics out.
But do you know?
But we know that the numbers were like equivalent to last year's Super Bowl.
Wow.
So I would think though, this is just a guess. I don't know. Out of the 33 million, it feels like a lot of this would be from Jacksonville and Buffalo. No.
Well, yeah, but see, that's
not
what
like 10 million.
That's what I was trying to say earlier. Like, it's not really because it's just football fans all around the world. I mean,
True. There's nothing else on.
Two smaller markets.
Yeah.
What did Jackson have? 1 million of those people.
Mm-hmm. I think that's pretty good.
But like the share was basically like I think it was 8 out of every 10 houses that had a TV on were watching the Jags-Bills game. That's a huge
it's kind
number.
of a Josh Allen effect too. Like he's a pretty popular dude.
Big number. But I'm always stunned by that because if you go my Publix contest or my Publix test is not everybody even knows the Jags are playing on Sunday. There are more people that don't know the Jags playing than you would think. Because they just don't care about it. Like I think that's not our world. But it would just show you how big that number was in Jacksonville. It was huge. Jags fever.
What do you think the other 2 out of every 10 households are watching?
Yeah, that's a great question.
I'm not even trying to get after it.
No, it's a great question. Like, that always fascinates me, and I've been in the business for a long time, and I just like,
Judge
wait
Judy.
a minute, what else would you be watching?
I feel like it would have to be like Paw Patrol, like you have little kids.
Yeah, it could be.
Well, there you go.
Like
There's
Nick Jr.
Well,
there's
it's on a
also, like,
Sunday. So, like, what are you watching on Sunday?
Well, there's 500 channels,
Jimmy
too, or whatever.
Neutron.
So if you splinter all that out, they're watching a bunch of different little things, probably. It's not like they were watching one other genre of something.
No, I get it. But on average, there's 2 TVs that aren't on.
Yeah.
What are those 2 people watching?
Yeah.
Casey, did you see the Amazon Prime numbers for the Green Bay Chicago game?
I did not.
It was comparable to the Jacksonville game,
Yeah,
which is
31
crazy.
million.
Because think about when people weren't actually like logged into Prime watching it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, somebody else's Prime.
Well, or that, or just like another way of watching a game.
Oh,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
are people actually gonna like? Oh, there's a game I want to watch. Let me go buy
Yes.
Amazon Prime quick. Yeah.
That's how. I wonder how Amazon counts that. Like if you watch on somebody else's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, somebody else's thing.
Like, do they? If I'm watching, let's just say for fun, that I was watching on Amanda's dad's Amazon. I wasn't. But let's say I was watching, and they were watching.
Send that to AT&T.
At,
I know, kidding, right?
Send it to AT&T. That's fine. They got nothing to do with Amazon. So, like, if they're watching and I'm watching, is that one account, or does it know we're both
I think
watching?
it's one.
See, that's the thing.
So that's the thing.
Because I was watching off of somebody else's account too.
So was I.
Yeah.
I think. I don't
I mean,
know.
I wasn't, but I could have.
Well, but I'll also tell you this then. In our numbers, like in the TV world, that doesn't count. I don't think it does, or unless it makes a broad assumption, and that's change. Doesn't count the bars. The bars are packed watching the Jags-Bills game.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like Strings had huge crowds, both places. So that doesn't count those. I don't believe it counts those. Things have changed in the whole ratings world a little bit, and I haven't paid as much attention to it. But I just think, I mean, it's pretty cool when you see it come to life the way we felt it in Jacksonville. And that would have just snowballed, man. Yeah. That's what you miss. I just saw Phil Amato. He's like, you glad that it's kind of over? I was like, no way, man. The snowball effect of what this place would have felt like this week, and then obviously on top of that, would have been so much fun. It's
shame.
It's worth the lack of sleep. You want to do? We want to do this
We're
over the
judging?
next 6, 7, 8 minutes? Or
Well,
what?
we were going to judge,
Let's
but
get
then
it, man.
Hamby really wanted me to clown Channel 4. That's why he waited until I was.
Well,
I'm
we can
dead
get it
serious.
in, can't we?
Yeah, no, but I need to go and put the.
All right.
Let's go. We got about 8 minutes, so we got to make quick things.
Give him a bow quick.
A quick bow.
Get a little quick oos. Okay, so we got 3 of them today? Okay.
Where's the data come from? I don't know what data you're.
I
The
assume
graphic.
the graphic.
They were talking about the graphic.
I think so.
There's
Yeah.
subscribe to ratings and stuff, which usually I'm a little surprised that got put out in public because I don't think we do that. I don't think we normally do that. But I don't know the rules on that stuff. I just know math.
Is it public knowledge? Could you look it up yourself? Because like with radio you can. With like the Nielsen?
Well, somebody can just look those up?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Really?
Yep.
Or does somebody have to? Or somebody else doesn't have to print them? Or
No.
do you get it? Like I get the numbers.
You can go on Nielsen.com and look up any market's ratings and radio. I don't know if it works the same thing for TV.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you can do that.
Would you like to make a bet? I can look up what the numbers were for ESPN last month. ESPN 690.
Well, you can show me that.
I got you.
Later.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't think you can do that in TV.
Okay. Yeah, that was my question.
I didn't know you could do that in radio, though.
It's it's easy, man. Anybody can do it.
Yeah.
You just got to type in literally just market ratings.
I actually always thought that, and I don't know this is
fighting
true.
for my
Maybe the
job.
bosses are listening and probably cringing at this whole segment. But
No, it's been good.
The
Mugshot Mondays, bring it back.
but I think, like I thought, like in our world, like Hamby, do you you're new into the business? Do you understand the ratings?
Not really.
Not really, right? And again, some things have changed. Some of the metrics have changed in the last couple of years. I just kind of always thought we should have a ratings like tutorial of what they even mean.
You don't want to know.
When you
You know the box
understood
stuff.
The rating ones, Schachter and Rich Jones and stuff. They would try to tell me the ratings in radio.
It'll-
and I don't understand it.
It'll make you upset.
No, I get it. Oh,
Yeah.
well, listen, I know the sum of it. First of all, you get like 400 people in a million-person
You
market.
get 400 people with a box, and if that box is tuned into your radio station, your numbers go up like 0.5 or 0.6 per box.
But they put certain weight on certain people listening and how long. In radio, it works different than even the TV. TV, I think, is a little more simplified.
Probably because it's someone's watching it, right?
Did you hear the story about the guy with the meter that called ESPN right when we were done?
No.
I'll tell you that.
I can't wait.
We won't say that here. Don't say that.
Here we go.
Here we go.
I love it. Burn it all down. All right.
Oh, right. All right, let's get into it.
The hoodie.
Brett, you can start because I hope we get to the third one, and then Brent will have to go first. Hey, Sunday's loss to the Bills, most painful loss in Jags history, yes or no?
Ooh.
I'm going first.
You are, Brett.
No, it's not the worst loss in Jags history. I think I said this a little bit earlier on the show that the next game kind of is an indicator of me whether you want to watch that game or not. And I think in 1999, watching the Super Bowl, and in 2017, watching the Super Bowl was probably the hardest watch Jags fans have ever had because they thought they should be in it. So therefore, those losses in 99, the AFC Championship game, and in 2017, AFC Championship game, are the worst losses, in my opinion, in Jacksonville Jaguars history. And really 99. Because 99, the Jags, in many respects, and I wasn't here, but are believed to be the best team in the league. And they lost to the Titans and the rival 3 times. So, the Jags have others on the list.
I think this was the worst loss in franchise history because you had at the time, before the Bills game, a quarterback playing at the highest of level, a team on the second longest winning streak. You were playing at home in Jacksonville against a Josh Allen-led team that had Brandon Cooks, Keon Coleman, and a running back that was pretty good, but guess what? You have the number 1 run defense. And if you analyze, and I get back in the 90s and everything, the Jaguars were kind of top of their game too in the AFC. But if you look at the AFC this year, nobody scares you. The Bills can easily go into Denver, take care of business, and make a Super Bowl run. So I think this is the most painful loss in Jaguars history because all the stars aligned where this team was playing hotter than ever. And then in terms of the AFC picture, it was up for grabs for anybody.
Hamby.
It's 2 solid winners. I'm going to go winner Brent.
Okay, let me fart in the microphone for the next one so I can get the win.
Well, you're up first.
Dub. Yeah.
It's interesting. I was actually in the middle of my argument. I was wondering if I took it in the right context. Because I was kind of thinking from a Jags fan more than an actual game performance.
Yep, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Hey, but the jury is the jury, man.
The jury is the jury. Hard Rock Sportsbook currently has the Super Bowl favorites as the Seattle Seahawks at plus 275. Are they correct that they are the Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl favorites at plus 275? Okay. Are the Seattle Seahawks the favorite to win the Super Bowl? Listen, I would rather take the field over the Seahawks, but when you look at them on paper, they can do 2 things really well. They can run the football, and they can play great defense. And if you have that opportunity, then why wouldn't you pick them? Everyone's thinking, Houston might be a dark horse. Houston might be a dark horse. How's Houston's offense doing? Right? Seattle essentially has the Houston Texans defense. They play a sound brand of defensive football, but guess what? They got a running game, and they probably got arguably the second best wide receiver right now in the NFL behind Puka Nacua. I get it. Sam Darnold makes you a little nervous, but can you really trust any other quarterback in this NFL playoff run besides maybe Josh Allen? I get Matthew Stafford, but he hasn't been himself lately, so go and give me the Seattle Seahawks as the favorite to win the Super Bowl.
Bert.
Sam Darnold turned the ball over 20 times this season.
Lose him.
Seattle Seahawks have Sam Darnold.
He lost.
Josh Allen, Matthew Stafford. Seattle shouldn't be the favorite to win the Super Bowl.
Extra points for
not running the football anymore?
Extra points for throwing shade at Houston. Winner Austin.
Yeah, don't
Dude,
say.
I was making a short argument.
I got you.
It was kind of equivalent to your fart.
I know. Well, yeah, actually, it's fart next time. All right, here we go for the dub.
Watch your mouth about Sam Darnold. Super Bowl favorite, still playing football. Anyway. All right, Bert, this one's for you, Doug. You will start. Trailer dropped yesterday for Euphoria Season 3. That's going to be a big one. Sydney Sweeney will be an OnlyFans model, apparently, her character as Cassie when she revises that role.
Yep.
This performance will cement her as the best female actress going right now. And go.
Anytime.
Sydney Sweeney as Cassie, Euphoria Season.
Yeah, Sydney Sweeney's the best actress going right now. 1, the judge really likes her. 2, she's got her own soap. 3, she's got the OnlyFans ingredient. And she doesn't need a 4th.
Okay.
Sydney Sweeney.
Okay.
Best actress.
Doesn't need a 4th.
That's crazy work. Austin?
So the question is she the best actress gone?
Yeah.
She's not even the best actress on the show. With all due respect to Sydney Sweeney, Zendaya is also in this show, and Zendaya's got a far more exciting role than Sydney Sweeney. Zendaya went from being kind of like the high school flunky druggie. Never seen the show, I'm just assuming.
That's correct.
She's going to like lead a cartel in this new season. So it's going to focus around her like leading like drug dealers and like dealings going wrong, while Sydney Sweeney's going to play on her webcam and like say what's up to guys and everything. And keep in mind, if we're talking about actresses, was Zendaya not in Dune, which did buku bucks, while Sydney Sweeney is in with that one show, The House Guest or whatever, that Housemaid. If you check that box office score, let's see how that one did. So Zendaya is by far the bigger star. No shade to Sydney Sweeney. She's great as well, but it's a more prominent role, a more featured role, a more exciting role for Zendaya in Euphoria.
Hamby.
I've never seen the show.
That's really impressive for never seeing the show. This was just a setup from the judge, unfortunately. It's winner Austin.
Hey, by the way, Austin missed a golden opportunity here where he could have ragged on me for not knowing Zendaya even existed.
Oh, it's all good, man.
Did this already. We did this a couple months ago.
No.
You could have at least dropped that, though.
No, man. Hey, I'm not gonna try to stand on your shoulders and make myself feel taller. You know what I'm saying? I'm already 6'6". I can do it myself. Appreciate you.
In fairness, yeah, he didn't need it, Brent.
Didn't need it, man, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe a quick Sydney
Screw
Sweeney
you,
Google
Judge.
wouldn't have. Oh!
Order in contempt. Hold him in contempt.
Man, you're lucky we're out of time.
Bailiff.
I almost cussed.
Get bailiff.
Big trouble.
By the way, speaking of our judge segment, Kenny Lane Associates, men only, family law only.com. Looks like a new website. There at Kenny Lane and Associates, so go check it out. menonlyfamilylawonly.com. An update here in 2026 and supporting men only in Florida. Jaguars All Access tonight, 7 o'clock on Fox 30. And we hope to have it as well on actionsportsjacks.com here on the network. So make sure you stay tuned to that. At Strings in Jacks Beach. That's important because Jaguars All Access is usually at Springfield. So we'll be in Jacks Beach. And hope to see you there tonight with Coach Liam Coen.
Hi, I'm Greg Mackey from Cycles of Jacksonville. Whether you're looking for a side-by-side, ATV, motorcycle, or scooter, we have what you need.
Get a Moto Guzzi Stone Corsa for just $235 a month, or a Triumph Trident for as low as $207 a month, or the popular Honda Rebel 1100 DCT starting at a low $204 a month.
Stop by and choose your adventure from all of our great brands, only at Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic Boulevard. Family owned and operated since 1983.
Hello, I'm Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Since 2003, our firm has fought exclusively for the rights of men in family law. Divorce, modification of child support, alimony, custody, and more, all for men. A father is vitally important to a child's life, and being a man is not a reason to pay more in child support or alimony. I'm a single father. I get it. If you have a divorce or other family law issue, contact Kenny Lay & Associates at divorcemenonly.com.
We've been telling you about the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network for over a year now. How to find it, what to see. Simply